Hello and welcome to MySTREAMy Brony Theater 4000, where we talk about stuff and it usually ends up with us talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force for some reason. I'm here tonight with my assistant Justin again.
What's up? Just got back from Sip Town.
Ah crap, my friggin' thing's on the screen. What am I doing? So, tonight we're gonna be doing desktop work again, and I'm just gonna be doing some work on an upcoming project. Won't tell you what it is. It's a big surprise. It's gonna be a new pony parody video. Ah! That was weird. Alright, so yesterday I didn't do anything interesting. I just went to a bachelor party for Bruce Carr, No Ordinary Balloon Man, aka the guy that made the Discord balloon animal, and blah blah blah. So Justin right here has decided to go to SuperCon and met a lot of people, did a lot of things, didn't get any puss. You know it's true. So also I want to ask you one thing here. We're gonna be a little bit behind on questions maybe. We're still doing fine, but you know it's good. And also Stephen Ashby, if you're talking here, that was just a bad year personally. I think Justin, you agreed last year's gal was namely because of the election and everything like that.
It certainly didn't help because and for the record, you know, we really don't want to get political on here. We don't, but this is just coming from the perspective that I have personally noticed. Last year saw the rise of a lot of, frankly, unnecessary groups of people like social justice warriors. They were not necessary, but people definitely listened to them, and no one wanted to be framed as a sexist or a racist or a bigot or whatever. But all it took was just a simple finger point. People said you were, they believed it, and basically everybody was at each other's throats the whole time. But I'm starting to see a big decrease in that, not so much because of the president, but I just think it's kind of, it got old, which thank God. It was not really warranted for any real reason whatsoever, but yeah, plus not to mention a bunch of people quit at the very last minute.
Yeah, I was actually not doing good that time because that's the time I had to go to that funeral. It's been 1 year since the incident. She's doing fine. So, yeah, so the election and / politics definitely did not help. I also want to point out here that I went to Omni Expo that same year, and there was a very low crowd, but this year I went back, and honestly the crowd was much larger than before. So hope. Most likely they're going to learn the lesson and try and learn from some mistakes if there were any, and get everything fixed up here. Here, go drink some salt water.
Yeah, basically, like, friendship was not magic last year, and not just, and as Evan just pointed out, not just for us, but I think for obviously Omni Expo, and also for anybody else who was running a summer event.
Well, Omni Expo was in the spring, so yeah.
Well, but an event in general, I mean, granted, a lot of events, at least for me, happen in summer. Summer is con season. That is festival season. Concert festivals, I mean. It's when, obviously, the summer movie season. So I just think everybody was at each other's throats. And the media definitely did not help. They hyped it up, And again, I really don't want to get political here on this one. I really don't. And I'm not really going to. I'm just noticing what I saw with the media saying, like, oh, she was supposed to win. She didn't. And people just started rioting in the streets. This was no way to behave at all.
I think this took place before or after last summer. I don't know. I didn't vote.
So, well, how should I say this? Everyone kind of has this idea in their head that once the year you're on right now is over with, you're into next year, things are supposed to stop and they'll get better. They never do. Things are still continuing. Performers are still dying. Everyone is still grieving over the loss of Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. In fact, there's been at least 3 fans who've committed suicide since his.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I should probably point out here, just to get out of the way, that, yeah, the voice acting world this week lost a giant. An absolute giant this week.
Oh, June?
Yeah, June. Just, the passing of June was very tragic, in my opinion. Just, like, if you guys don't... There's no doubt everybody has heard this voice actress's voice at least once, whether it be Granny from the Looney Tunes or Rocky the Flying Squirrel from the famous Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoons. And even the movie, she was the voice of Rocky in that.
Mm-hmm. I
didn't see it.
I did. It actually, I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, I heard stuff is just, it's just hard to huge there. And it looks like, yeah, Stephen Ashby, what we were trying to make in the beginning was that, yeah, we should just give the gal another chance. We'll probably be able to they'll probably be able to make up for next year. I mean, I'm not part of the staff anymore, so I guess that's one sign of light for everything. But yeah, I don't remember that's the thing about her. I can imagine I heard her voice at least once, but I probably don't remember what it is. But yeah, I remember hearing her voice as Rocky the Squirrel, and she was really good as a voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't spoken to my mom about it because Rocky and Bullwinkle was her favorite cartoon of all time as a child. But, it's tragic that time. We're losing a lot of good big names here, and she was an absolute giant when it came to voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in the future when you look and we lose Tom Kenny, that would be nuts.
Yeah. And as Evan pointed out, I went to Florida SuperCon. It was just for today, though. I didn't go for the entire weekend.
I went to a bachelor party yesterday.
No titties, people. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't go to a strip club.
I
did get to hang out with Joey Oropeza, by the way, from Pony Meets World.
Oh, well, lucky you. I got to hang out with John Delancey today.
How long? Wait, yeah, you hung out with him, or just went by his table and said, "Hey"?
Yeah, we chatted for a little bit. Told him what's been going on with the gala.
Wait up, hold the line.
It was Sunday. Everyone was still hungover from the night before.
Yeah, I can't argue there.
Yeah, but anyway, it was really flattering to see that John did remember the gala. He did remember us. He remembered the gift that I got him, which was this what I call a disaster piece. It was basically like this Discord collage made out of foam, cardboard, and duct tape. And it was really just cool the fact that he just remembered all that because I think he's the kind of person that doesn't really care to hang on to memories because funny story, when we were taking pictures of him doing his photography for photo ops, he just kind of noticed that our background, our screen, was a little low because it was right underneath this, hanging part of the ceiling. He said, "You guys really need to kind of bring this forward and raise it up a bit." And me going, "Oh my God!" I didn't say this to him, but he kind of noticed that I had this disintegrating look. Because in my head, I'm thinking, "Oh Lord, this is not going to look good. We're going to look so unprofessional. He's never going to want to work with us again." And then he puts his hand on my shoulder and goes, "Hey, don't worry. I'm not going to remember by tomorrow."
You and your sultering gala stories. Anyway, tell us more about SuperCon. What happened?
Okay, well, first of all, it's not my fault that I have a personality. Okay. I was a little disappointed to find out that Chandler Riggs, who plays Carl from The Walking Dead...
Carl!
Yes, that famous meme. That never gets old. But anyway,
like the only meme I know from The Left 4 Dead.
Because he was supposed to be there yesterday and today, but as soon as the schedules were printed or the programs were printed, he had to change his days around and could only be there Friday. And I was bummed because I actually, if you guys remember, I have a Walking Dead poster that has a ton of signatures on it. And I have a photo up of, me with everyone who signed it except for 2 people. Tom Payne, who plays Jesus, and Chandler Riggs, Carl. And I was hoping I could finally have, this moment to make up for it, but nope. Oh well. But they did have.
Let me guess. You're gonna throw an absolute shit fit about the fact that I didn't come up, even though they promised it.
No.
Because that's what you do for MegaCon.
Well, you know what, Evan? According to my little contact that I showed you, I was right.
She just said. Technically, your contact said she didn't say they did it.
No, but it is possible that cons do this, though.
I don't think that. I think that's not the case, dude. If you hate MegaCon so much, just don't go to it.
Dude, the point is that cons can and have done it. I don't know if MegaCon. Sorry for the cat hair, but if for those of you who are not sure what we're talking about here, there's a friend of mine who has been on The Walking Dead. She was actually a model zombie actor for the show, and she has dealt with cons before, and sometimes it can be a little, what's the word I'm looking for here, underhanded, what they do. Some cons will actually say they're getting a certain guest when really there's no intention to actually bring the guest there. They're basically using his picture to sell tickets. And then once it gets closer to the day of the con, they say, he had to cancel. She actually did confirm that, yes, some cons will, in fact, do this. She can't say if MegaCon did, but she said some cons will, in fact, do that. It's kind of like clickbaiting people, essentially. And then we also found out that, now, suppose another con organizer told me this, and I couldn't confirm if it was true or not because, I don't know. But she claimed that some people of the show, and possibly maybe other guests from other, movies and series and whatever, have done this. That sometimes they'll ask for X amount of money for them to appear. They can cancel at any time, but they can keep the money. She actually confirmed this for me too. That some.
Oh yeah, I've heard people doing that.
Yeah, and now keep in mind, I understand that cons are a business. I firmly get that, and I am willing to give you my money if you actually do in fact get these people. And they were supposed to get Norman Reedus this year, but he canceled. And this was the second year in a row. They were all supposed to get the actor who played Negan on The Walking Dead, and he also canceled. And it's starting to get to the point where people are getting suspicious here.
Not really. Not really. This happens. This isn't like something normal here. Pretty much the only person that's been raising suspicion in my case is you. But yeah, go on.
Well, Evan, you don't talk to anyone else. You don't.
What are you talking about? I'm socializing a lot in the MegaCon networks when it comes close. Hell, I'm friends with one of the guys known their MegaCon hunter.
Well, I'm talking with the actual celebrity guests. You're just talking to other fanboys. I'm talking to business people.
Yeah, but they didn't say. Yeah, but you said people were getting suspicious.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but But you just said you were talking about the guests, not the people that were the fanboys that were going.
I was talking about you, dude.
What? Me? I'm not.
Look, let's start over here, because now I'm getting confused. Yes, I think some people are in fact getting suspicious here. They may not tell you face to face, but they will certainly say on Facebook. Okay, I mean, like, Facebook is where people will definitely talk a lot, and apparently this is something really underhanded that cons do, And I think it's flat out despicable. If they never intended of getting Norman Reedus and just used him to sell tickets, that is downright.
You know, you really, when you do this here, I'm gonna be completely honest. It sounds like you might as well just not go back to the con, man. It's like what you're, like the way you're. That's what you're sounding like. You're putting it as like if you wanna. If you feel like this is continuing, then you should be it sounds like you're at the point where you're like saying I'm not going to give them any more of my money if they did it again.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give them as much money. Like, by all means, people, if you want to go, be my guest. But my suggestion to you basically is don't buy your ticket right away. Wait until like it's a month away. Wait.
And buy it at the most expensive point.
Dude, if you want to be like one of those people who got so pissed off they wanted their money back for their ticket because those people canceled, you're fucked. You're out of luck here.
Well, I mean, like when I went to Pensacola, I mean, like when Johnny canceled, I didn't care much. It was just an inconvenience.
Yeah, well, he's coming back for Ranger stuff.
Yeah,
we saw Walking Dead kind of trumps anime and Power Rangers, dude.
I mean, that's argumentative, but, you know. I don't want to start a full fanboy thing on that one.
Point is that, as this caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. As the saying goes.
Sounds like a supervillain name.
Well, you could say that. It's the person who's saying that is the con, essentially.
Oh, you and the controversy.
It's not even controversy, dude. Like, okay.
Continue your story about SuperCon.
Why should I, dude? You got me riled up here.
Because you want to hear about the other stuff. All we heard so far was your story of an encounter with John Delancey and Carl. He wasn't there.
You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it back. Let's just go.
Apologize now.
Apologize for what?
For bringing it up.
Dude, if I haven't already apologized that I brought it up, I don't know when I didn't.
You didn't. Say you're sorry.
Do
you want what I got you?
Yes. Do you want the video that I finished for you?
Say you're sorry.
They didn't answer my question.
Do you want the money I owe you for it?
Do you want the video I made for you?
Dude, I already have one version of it.
Yeah, but if you remember, it's the beta version of it. If you put it online, then you can be sued.
You can't even afford a lawyer.
Oh, I have a lawyer.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. He lives in Media, Pennsylvania. Hector Norman.
No.
Yeah, I do. I haven't used him, but I have one in case. Works for my grandfather. He offered his services to me before I left, and he said, yeah, my grandfather works in the tax business. I am not kidding you, Justin. Look up his Facebook.
Oh, delusional Evan.
Everybody in the comment section is demanding you to continue you telling your story and just to shut up and get over it. Anyway, go on.
Say you're sorry.
This is for you, Constantine. Fine, I'm sorry. Whatever. Go back to work.
There you go. Anyway, for what I said, for if you're wondering, for something I got for Evan, it was actually this. This is actually a hand-drawn picture of Master Shake signed by Dana Snyder.
Hold on, I have to put up the screen. There you go. Yeah, thank you enough for that, yes.
Yeah. Evan wants to get more into the world of autograph collecting. And so when Dana made this, can I put it down?
Yes.
Okay. So when Dana made this, he goes, okay, so who do I make this out to? Like, oh, my friend said he didn't want it personalized. And he goes, oh, I see how it is. Okay, to first name, winning, last name, bid.
Oh, Dana. Where does he get his comedy gold from?
I don't know, but I swear to God, playing a narcissistic milkshake has done things to him. I swear to it.
Right. I don't even know. Like, I that's the thing about me. Like, autograph collecting is starting to become a side hobby for me. So yeah.
And going back to John, I actually had him sign the Funko figures for me. The regular and the blue Discord, sick one. Yeah, don't think I'll have enough room on this wall for them, but gotta find a nice place the display.
Oh yeah.
Because one thing I actually learned I'm not sure if I went over this yesterday or not yesterday, but a previous time on the show. If you are going to get a toy signed right here on the plastic, do yourself a favor, get a paint Sharpie. A regular one is just going to streak and it's not going to dry well because it's not being absorbed into the plastic. It can't. But a paint Sharpie leaves a more solid, bolder streak, and it will actually it layers on top of it and dries a lot better. So do yourself a favor, get some paint Sharpies if you're going to get toys signed. At least, again, on the plastic. And I also had them sign last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Man, you must have spent a fortune on this thing.
What's that?
I said you must have spent a fortune at this con, man.
Actually, no.
How much did this...
What?
How much did his autograph cost?
40.
40 per autograph?
Yeah.
And you've got... How many autographs did you get from him while at the con?
3.
Huh.
Pretty cool. It actually lights up.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, the display looks fantastic. The only thing I don't like about this thing is that the Discord figure that's in there is the same one for the Guardians of Harmony line. That's the only thing I don't like. They took so basically what I paid for was a packaging, or a display piece, I should say.
No.
I'm not sure if the Fluttershy figure in there is from another set, but hopefully I can meet Andrea Limon at some point and have her sign that as well. Just autograph collecting is just kind of fun for me. And it can be lucrative. In fact, I'm not so sure this is necessarily PC to say, but I actually sold a Linkin Park autograph recently and made $700.
Cool.
I am not kidding. Now, granted, the thing that was signed was rare. It was worth a lot of money. It's not the holy grail of their band, but it's definitely up there. It was a reissue of the Hybrid Theory EP from before they were Linkin Park. It was never released on store shelves. It was only available to members of their fan club for the first year, and then after year 1, done. So that was another reason. And yes, Chester did sign it along with everyone else.
So in other words, you might as well just say it. You basically exploited his death.
No, because basically...
I say that in a kinder way, not...
No, because here's the thing. There is a difference here. Someone who's exploiting his death is someone who's actually making and selling box loads of bootleg memorial t-shirts that were not made from the band. That's exploiting. This is me selling an item I was already going to sell, and it's just one.
God damn it! Did I do it right?
What do you say?
No, that's not for you. I'm like trying to edit the arm here, and it looks like it's like not evenly paced. Hold on, I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do. She's supposed to be looking like she's holding something. Yeah, that looks incredibly incorrect right there. Look at this.
Anyway,
I'm here, teacher.
Another person that, at first I didn't think I was going to, that would want their autograph or meet, but when I bumped into him, we just started talking, and he was actually quite charismatic, and decided to, okay, I'll support the arts here. That is, let's see, Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC. He actually makes his own comic book, his own comic series, and I am actually looking forward to reading this. It already looks way better than Hammerman. Yeah.
Like what I was gonna say. My dad actually met a guy who was at Comic-Con who had his own comic book series that I made that he signed for him. He gave it to him for free, I believe. It was a comic book series he was making called We Kidnapped Kevin Smith.
I think I've heard of that, actually.
Yeah, my dad's had the first issue of it. And do I even need to tell you what the comic story's about?
Can I get through my Comic-Con story?
You went to Comic-Con? Or Supercon. I didn't know whether you were talking about the same thing or not.
Everyone in my family just calls it Comic-Con. Like, they don't care, like, what brand it is. It's like, oh, it's just a Comic-Con.
Well, no, I guess
anyway,
so.
I was actually talking with him, and he's actually the first hip-hop icon I've ever met, at least that I can, think of. And I think it's great the fact that he makes his own comic. It shows that he's, involved in other parts of the arts. And I was telling him about how much I miss the new metal days, because I can't stand what metal's become. It's awful. It's terrible. You've heard me bitch about it before. But with new metal, they actually did use a lot of elements of hip-hop, and the way I always kind of phrased it as, nowadays anybody can shred, but if you can actually write a song that you can move, dance, or rap to, that's talent. Because new metal utilized a lot of grooves. Like, they were more about grooves than they were with shredding licks. That's why I thought was so much better about it. People always kind of complain that that it's a bunch of people, angsty, bitchy little whiners, and I'm like, you do see the irony here, right? Those people are at least talking about a legit emotion that a lot of people go through. You are complaining that someone else is in the school sandbox. So I find it pretty ironic. And if that is not the correct definition of ironic, I don't care. Let's see here. Who is another person? Okay. Someone who rarely makes convention appearances. Amy Jo Johnson, the original Pink Power Ranger. I was kind of debating on getting 2 things signed by her because this is actually personalized. But, I don't have that much money this time. And besides, where it's personalized, it's white. And you just take a white Sharpie and just get rid of my name, But she told me that the reason why is that she's always working. She is also a musician. She was actually selling her album there. If I had more time, I probably would have purchased it. Just to check out something different. And she's also about to release a movie called The Space Between Us that she actually wrote, directed, and produced. And I'm more than positive to say that it's going to be better than The Room.
It's going to be better than the Emoji Movie, what it made this weekend. Ho!
Yeah, I was actually surprised it was that bad because...
Wait, did you see it?
Well, let me...
Sorry, the way you said it just immediately jumped to me.
Well, this is how I pictured it. Not the movie, but the scenario itself. We were all kind of blindsided by the Lego Movie. We couldn't believe it was that good. So because of that, I kind of decided to give films the benefit of the doubt now. And so far, all the Lego films, granted there's only been 2. There's a third one coming for Ninjago. Have been good. Who would have figured? But so when the Emoji Movie was coming, I said, okay, you know what? Let's wait. The Lego Movie surprised us. Let's see if this can. And apparently it couldn't. I don't know if T.J. Miller's actions over this past year have anything to do with it. But I don't think I'll be seeing it. Maybe if it's on Netflix, but I might have to be inebriated if it's that bad.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when you look at bad movies, say Gem and the Holograms, we knew it was going to be terrible because it wasn't what they showed us in the trailer wasn't close to the source material.
Not at all.
That's why people didn't go see it, because they didn't want to waste their time watching something that they thought they're not going to give you. But the Emoji Movie is kind of interesting because what were people thinking when
they were thinking Sir Patrick Stewart as the poo emoji.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Stephen Ashby brought here. Same here. Popeyes would have made bank. I heard the Popeye movie wasn't that bad. I thought when I saw the trailer, I thought it was funny.
The old one with Robin Williams?
No, not that one. There's an animated 3D Popeye movie that came out sometime last year, but I must have missed it or something. But it looked funny. I like.
I guess you can make the same argument for Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants, the trailer was hilarious.
Yeah, but I think again, a lot of people were just thinking it's going to be, you get my point. Just not that good at all, even for just fans of the book series. But as it turns out, no, it was surprisingly good.
I know. I had a lot of hope for Captain Underpants, but and I didn't care whether it was going to be something for fans of the book series. I thought it turned out good. Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Let's see here. I also went there to visit an old friend, Lloyd Kaufman of Troma.
Oh, how did that go? How did that go?
Oh, it was fantastic. If you remember last week's episode, I talked about how I was, in fact, kicked out of a movie, their latest movie set, Return to Nukem High Volume 2, or just Return to Nukem High Volume 1, and I told Lloyd that I don't hate Troma, and I didn't hate him, but I just was so disappointed of the situation. And aside from this guy, who again, I am not going to give him, say his name and give him the pleasure.
Stephen Burns.
No. He actually said, because this guy, as far as being the first unit director, he was also an actor. And he said, well, you know how actors are. They get so pissy and jealous. So I think Lloyd had my back there, because he may be the director, but he's basically in charge of telling the story. I don't know who is necessarily in charge of who they keep and who they keep.
Stephen Ashby says that he loves the Toxic Crusader.
Oh, well, supposedly there's actually going to be a
remake
by Hollywood, and it's PG-13.
How do you turn the I haven't seen the Toxic Crusader, but I know it. But I'm pretty much film smart to know how do you turn that into a PG-13 movie.
How the hell do they turn into a cartoon series?
Well, that's guess stuff.
Yeah.
Same way video games in there.
Well, and I actually had Lloyd record a mess for another film buddy of mine in New York named Jason Perdue, and I think I can play it here for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Let's see here. Jason, there he is.
Greetings from Tromaville, Jason. I'm here.
Whoops.
Greetings from Tromaville, Jason.
Hold on, Lloyd. No, it's great. I'm going to go to the other app here. Okay, let's see your camera. Shit, come on. Photos, there we go. Okay, get it around. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Hold on, wait. There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Play it. Play it.
Greetings from Tromaville, Jason. I'm here with Mel Brooks and Cruiser, who I met at Grindr, said to wish you the best and that fuck Hollywood. Thank you so much. Lloyd Kaufman reporting.
Oh,
met Lord. Him on Grindr, which I don't know if that's a real app, but it sounds like it's the adult version of Tinder.
Fuck Hollywood.
Well, that was Jason's, my friend Jason's motto. He can't stand Hollywood. He can't stand the way they run things. Neither can Lloyd. And that's why he has stuck to his guns for so long. He refuses to bow down to Hollywood and their rules.
Well, that's the thing. I like how that one person is just hanging out with the sign in the background, just like how do I describe this? You ever have that one person who's really enthusiastic about their own family business?
Yep.
That's what I think of Lloyd Kaufman. Whenever I think of Lloyd Kaufman, that's what I'm thinking of. He's just one of those guys that's just promoting his family business, and he's like all enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, and what I purchased actually was a Troma favorite that I actually haven't seen yet. Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD.
Oh yeah, he was when I saw him at MegaCon. I never got to speak to him. I was just at a panel. I don't even know if he was a guest there or not, but he was talking about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this. And also, a friend of his even wrote a book that I purchased about marketing. Let's see here.
Oh,
everything. Hold on. Everything I know about business and marketing, I learned from the Toxic Avenger.
Hold on, I gotta bring up the screen here. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. I had Lloyd and the author sign it. I'm also going to be showing this to Brony too, because it's information I think, frankly, all three of us can learn. Me, you, and him.
I'm sorry, the comment section is no. You know what? No one's gonna see this. Yes, I am actually doing an animation right now. My next Pony parody is I'm going to be turning the Taco Island parody into Sonata and Sunset Shimmer. It's actually going to be an editing experiment where I'm going to I think people pieced it together with me. If you look at my screen here, I brought up a taco and just this image here, and everybody kind of pieced it together. Because Steve is holding the taco in that thing. I got the obvious fucking background. That's the one thing I hate about Dr. Weird. Everybody remembers the corn thing, and it's really not that funny.
Well, I listened to a band called Korn, so I got a good chuckle out of it.
Yeah, I guess. Are you implying it by implying that they sound ridiculous, or implying that their name is ridiculous? Or a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B?
Well, the band kind of saw the name Korn as like the Stephen King story Children of the Corn, which, depending on how you look at it, could be scary or funny. So I guess dealer's choice.
I know. I mean, like someone took the character from Manos: The Hands of Fate, Torgo, and made a rock band out of that. There's a rock band out there called Torgo.
Now the next one I got, I actually think I should probably at least show you the Walking Dead poster now, and Josh McDermott's autograph. It's right up there next to Rick's shoulder.
Hold on, go on.
It says, "Trust me, I'm smarter than you."
All I can see on that screen is I can kind of see it, but then again, all I see right now is that picture of my taco. Wait, go back to there. See if you can put the taco in his hand. See if you can put the taco in his hand. See if you can put a taco in his hand. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. I'll be right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be with you in just one moment. I got someone at my door. I'll be with you in just a couple of moments. We'll be right back.
You're really fucking loud. Okay?
Great, that was embarrassing. Yeah, sorry about that. Right, now she comes over and kills the mood.
Let me see if I can try to get this light here a bit closer.
Crap, my microphone was on during that time. Great. Well, it's not going to show anymore because I have to... I guess we're not going to see it. Anyway, moving on.
People probably didn't see it anyway.
Yeah.
Move this back a little bit. Okay, there we go. There's another one here that I got that I set down and should probably grab, which I will right now. Kitty, damn it. Look at that. You always take my spot, you little... Shut up. Stop taking my spot. Anyway, Fluter Supercon has a tendency of getting professional wrestlers. I used to be big into professional wrestling back in the 90s, or the Attitude Era, as people call it in the WWF, or E now. And I had them sign this rare VHS tape. See, I don't know if the WWE still does this, but basically when you ordered a pay-per-view event, they would actually have a special thank you gift, where if you send in a copy of your satellite bill or your cable bill showing that you did in fact purchase it, you would actually get whatever it is they were offering. Let's see, I like some of the ones that I remember getting were a 6-pack carrier of Stone Cold Steve Austin, a CD holder, a toy funny car, which I can't believe they actually call it those.
Well, the car is funny and hilarious. What do you expect?
Well, they don't look funny at all.
I think it might be. No. I don't even know what a funny car is. Is that like the car that Doug Funny drives?
Nope. It's some kind of race car. Anyway, and I had Gangrel sign this. I was actually looking for the commentator Jerry the King Lawler because I've seen him there a few times, but never got his autograph. So I figured, okay, well, he commentates like almost all the matches, so why not have him sign this and get a picture? But he wasn't there for Sunday, so I went with Gangrel. He's old school, and he had this tag team group called The Brood. It was this weird vampire thing, and turns out he's originally from Tampa, which I thought was pretty cool. I like finding out all these different celebrities are actually from Florida or just your neck of the woods in general, because it's like you never think about it. You always think they're from like the land of stars, be it Hollywood or.
Well, Hollywood's technically in Florida, so.
What's that?
Well, technically, there is a Hollywood in Florida, but
Just not that particular kind, though.
You don't know that. I think that might be just an opinion.
And lastly, is MLP comic book writer Jeremy Whitley. I basically brought all the comics that he wrote for him to sign.
Oh boy, you.
Yes. Hey, it was free.
No, why not?
It was cool talking to him because when it comes to the comic book staff, I've only met Andy Price, Katie Cook, Sarah Richards, and Tony Fleeks. That's it. I can now add Jeremy to this list. And he is writing. He does writing. Everybody that I've met has always done art. So it was really a nice change up to meet an artist and to meet a writer instead. But here's actually something interesting I found out though. Yeah. The Guardians of Harmony.
Hold on, I gotta put the thing back on the screen. Yo.
The Guardians of Harmony comic, for those of you who don't know, has several stories in one. And the reason for that is because they were originally going to release a small mini comic with every toy. But at the last minute, Hasbro scrapped the idea and just decided to make it their this year's annual special comic. They've done the Equestria Girls, they've done Power Ponies, and now Guardians of the Harmony. So So that explains why it's a bunch of little mini stories. And plus also my caretaker, not my caretaker, but my stepdad's caretaker, Mike, got to take him as well because he's always wanted to meet Linda Blair from The Exorcist. That's been on his bucket list for ages.
Oh, was Linda Blair there?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
The Exorcist. The Exorcist, I'm aware it's a movie that my stepmom got traumatized by.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And she told you too.
What's that?
She told you too.
Yeah. But I remember when I went to Halloween Horror Nights last year, they had a Exorcist house, and surprisingly, it was the most tame house they had that year.
Yeah, I actually saw footage of it right after Hollywood Horror Nights. Bear in mind, I can't go in haunted house because I could pass out if I get jump scared the wrong way. But yeah. I did see footage of it, and it looks absolutely ridiculous how the priest can shoot water at you.
Yeah, plus also, for those of you that don't know, this is kind of spoilers, but it's not ruining the movie. I'm just telling you something that does happen in it, about like halfway through. When they're conducting the exorcism on Reagan, that was her character's name, there's a scene where she starts levitating off the bed. And they had this dummy, again, floating off the bed, but it was a little too high, so when you look up, you can actually see, the ceiling of the warehouse you're in, and that totally ruins the illusion.
Right.
The idea is to basically keep your eyes straight and forward, so you're just seeing around you, and when you see something that's, going up, you move your head and up too far.
Yeah, it's like the exit. Yeah, it's like the old exit sign that was on Maelstrom.
Yeah, it can totally ruin the illusion, which I'm a bit surprised that Universal doesn't do, because I would figure they would have the budget for it. When I lived in Buffalo, there were a few haunted house attractions. I think one was called House of Horrors and the Haunted Catacombs. The other ones, I cannot remember their name. But they obviously did not have the budget, but they to at least do a different house every year. They would basically kind of take the old one and kind of like repaint it as a term there to make it look different. It had like different scares in different places, a different coat of paint to make it look different, that sort of thing.
Nathan, I love that comment you just made right now.
What?
Sunset Shimmer looks like she's regretting the summer job she took.
But they still had a roof, so they could actually keep the illusion going, and it was actually held in an abandoned Circuit City, believe it or not. But for Universal to not do that, it surprised me. I mean, granted, for the most part, they can keep your attention forward and side to side. This was just one little screw up. That's all. So, yeah, -1 star, but it's not a huge negative across the board, essentially. If you guys ever decide to go to Halloween Horror Nights, as long as you're medically okay to do it, by all means, experience it. It's a lot of fun. In fact, my editor Kurt, he will be down soon. He will be down in October for our annual meetup for Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Next, I gotta remove her face.
What's that?
I gotta remove her face.
Definitely looking forward to that. Evan, you're still welcome to come if you want to explore with us during the day, or maybe the day after when we try a different park.
Maybe we'll see what happens. I mean, I have to see what's going on.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, it's there. Brony actually might come with us too.
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun. Brony at a theme park.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. He's like the Ben Stein of he'll be like Ben Stein on a roller coaster.
Yay! Wow.
I hate that bastard.
Awesome. I can just see him now. Bruiser. Bueller.
What are you talking about? I know. I was like, what are you doing, Ben Stein or Brony?
Definitely looking forward to that. They already announced a American Horror Story house, which is great. I do like the series, but when they said their next season was going to be something that's kind of a metaphor for the political campaign, I said, no, I do not want that. I want to watch this to get away from reality, okay? I don't want to be reminded of it. But all in all, I would say it was definitely a great visit. I'm glad that I was able to help Mike get that off his bucket list. I almost forgot. There was actually one other thing that we did. Well, technically I didn't do it. A friend of mine did yesterday. I started a cosplay group called the Florida Metal Cosplayers. I met this guy named Michael Calkins who was cosplaying as Papa Emeritus 2 from the band Ghost. For those of you who are kind of curious to know what they sound like, it's kind of like Blue Oyster Cult. Kind of a modern version of it. And another way how I always sum them up is evil church music. And we started this as a way to not only make music nerdy again, but to also convince con organizers to bring more rock stars as guests. And so the band Ghost itself, it's kind of like giving a mascot a band, to be honest, because Papa is essentially their mascot, but he's also the singer. And even though they've had, so far 3 different people, or at least 3 different Papas, it's actually all the same guy. He's always wearing face makeup, but when you see him without face makeup, he's actually wearing a mask, like an actual person. So the idea is that it's the same singer, but he wears it's a different persona every time. That's essentially the setup. And his bandmates all wear masks and gowns, and they're just called nameless ghouls. They do not actually have an actual name. They have an insignia that they respond to, but not an actual name. And I don't know if they still do this, but if you were to meet them, Papa would actually sign your book, but the ghouls would actually have little stampers of their insignia where they would just stamp your book because they're nameless ghouls, they're not real. It's actually a pretty interesting setup, and if you see their shows, it looks like this really nice church display. They're definitely worth checking out. They're a band I definitely really like. I think what makes a band like them stand out more than Norwegian black metal like that Gorgoroth guy. Yeah, we still get a chuckle over that douche. Is that...
Sorry, I'm looking at Sunset Shimmer's face right now. So good.
You call this a vacation?
I like how she just does have a face.
Let's see Flash like me now.
I find it funny. I was thinking to myself when I was in the shower that imagine if none of the Equestria girls were actually canon.
Well, they are, so...
I know, that's probably a joke I'm going to do in Mystery Brony Theater. I'm going to have Finster... Whenever we bring up the Equestria Girls movie, Finster just says, "What? You thought that was canon?"
Well, anyway.
Shit.
With Norwegian black metal, or a lot of bands that claim to worship Satan, it's so over the top that you can't take them seriously.
I know, right?
In fact, some of them have gone so far as to say they'll be doing a live suicide or sacrifice on stage. And, and people like me and Michael look at them going, good. One less of you to put up with. But a band like Ghost is so subtle that you actually start to believe them. You actually start to believe that perhaps maybe they are Satanists. Perhaps they actually do worship the devil. But they don't. For the record, they don't. It's all part of a show, and a good one at that. And Evan and I are going to cosplay as the Blues Brothers for this.
Yeah, I need to figure out a time where we can watch the movie and practice the dancing. Gotta get it in time for the next MegaCon.
And get the costume, dude.
It's just gonna be a suit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, what did I just... Fuck, I gotta work on something else with the arm.
Besides, I thought you wanted to have the pleasure of dressing me up like a Barbie doll.
Well, yeah, but I didn't say I wanted the pleasure this time, but
And for it being my first cosplay, I figured, it looks pretty easy. But the next one I want to do after that is even easier, Andrew WK.
You as Andrew WK?
What's that?
You as Andrew WK?
Yeah. Because it's a pretty easy setup. He basically wears a stained white shirt, stained white jeans, long hair, and sometimes pig's blood on his mouth.
You gotta, how would you indicate that you would be Andrew WK, though?
Again, dude, he has that signature look. That's his look.
Oh, wait, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That was just me focusing on my art. Sorry about that.
Well, maybe you should stop.
Nope.
You hear that, guys? He does not want to talk to you.
I do want to talk to you. I just work hard. I'm an artist.
So I had Michael, when he went there in costume with a gang of nameless ghouls, I had him do a live feed from MegaCon, and it turned out surprisingly well. In fact, the guest they had there from the G.I. Joe cartoon, he actually wanted to appear on camera with him. There were little girls who wanted pictures with him, and I spread it on the various pages that I managed, like the Green Jello page, and it's up to 500 views, and that was just yesterday. So we're curious to see, how far we can take this. We're already playing cosplays for Slipknot, Mushroomhead. If we can somehow pull it off, Guar. Again, just as ways to bring more rock stars to conventions. We want to make music nerdy, and frankly, conventions are dominating the summer festival scene, or event scene, I should say. So let's bring music to that. And it's definitely that was the first time we ever done that. That was the first time we ever went live, and I can't believe just how well it went.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anything else? Well, one thing that was definitely on a more serious note that was really great to see was how many people were actually cosplaying as MLP characters, because everyone has always thinking that the fandom was dying, and after from visiting MegaCon, it's not. It's still live. It's still alive. There were people cosplaying as ponies. There were people who were buying pony toys. There were people who wanted John Delancey to send a photo of Discord. There were people who wanted to meet Jeremy Whitley for MLP comics besides me. So, no, it's not dead. In fact, I think the movie is starting to kind of, regain interest again. And one thing that actually happened was there was a little girl and her mother. I told them that, how I worked for the gala. And they asked if we ever got anybody from the previous generations. I go, actually, yeah, we did. Kelly Sheridan. She was the voice of Melody in My Little Pony Tales, and she also did G3 as well. And to which she got ecstatic over. And I even told her mom about my friend Tony Sampson, who did Teddy, and then went on to play Eddie from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. And she goes, oh my god, I love that show!
Of course she liked that show. Everybody liked that show.
Yeah. So, again, it was just great to see that the pony fandom is still alive and well. The Ed fandom is still alive and well. Still hoping to do the reunion, but if we want all three Eds, I have to wait on Tony. What's that noise?
What's what noise?
You sound like you're vaping over there. I think I hear like a vaporizer going on.
Is it now? Is it good now?
Yeah, I'm not hearing it.
It's because it's my speaker. It's crackling. I have to put my microphone near my speaker, and it's a little crackly.
I see. And it's also great to see people kind of respecting the ponies of the past, as I call them, because whether you like them or not, they kind of helped get the show to where it is today. In fact, Lauren Faust was heavily inspired by an episode of G3. So regardless if you like any of these or not, they basically got the ball rolling for us. And it's good to actually show respect to the previous generations, despite how much we like to poke fun at them.
Yeah, I was about to say except for us, we're an exception.
Sure, we make fun of them, but still, we would not be here if it wasn't for them. So, hopefully maybe I can get Tony to actually sign my copy of G2. And as it turns out, Kathy Westluck was in G2 as well, but she was the singing director. And she's going to be at BronyCon, so hopefully I'll have her sign that too, as well as Kelly when I see her again.
Hold on, yeah, we know that false inspiration. Evan already reacted to that movie with the original Mystery Brony Theater 4K members. Yeah, we did. The reason why we did that was because it was the first thing that inspired it. Sorry, go on. I'm glad people remember that. It's still on the Central Florida Bronies YouTube page if you want to see it.
There was even some people from the gala that were there as well. It was, again, it was just so gratifying to know that we're still here. And we definitely look forward to coming back next year.
Yeah, we look forward to that.
Art in the poor Sunset Shimmer.
I know, she's playing the person that you really feel bad for in the show.
And in other news, you're wondering about the video that Evan was talking about earlier of him working for me, it's my Hoof Rock special for Rainbow Rocks. It's like a 20-minute video. I owe him a lot of money for it.
Yep.
But I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I've definitely sold a lot on eBay to help me pay for it. Don't get me wrong. But no, like I've actually had a chance to watch it, and I had a lot of fun doing the panel. So it kind of feels like having the proper version of it, because I've seen Silver Quill do videos of his panels, and they're an hour long. So to kind of fill up an hour's worth of time that he would do in, say, maybe a 15 or 20-minute review, there's definitely obviously a lot of padding to be made. A lot of means of what am I trying to say here? A lot of padding and I guess you could say spontaneity, if that's what him and Josh Scorcher did. So to actually have I just didn't like. Okay, what I'm getting at is I have not earned that hour audience. I'm not a big enough name for someone to sit through an hour's worth of a panel footage to hear me talk about Rainbow Rocks. Plus, I wasn't able to use a lot of the cutaways and the clips because Brony suggested to download them from YouTube or wherever, and I thought I could just have the links up on my laptop and do it like that, but nope. I should probably actually learn how to download stuff from YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah, just use keepvid.com.
Keepvid.com?
Yeah, you just put it on I have it on my favorites list right here. So I just gotta click on it when I go to a video. I just click it and then boom, it'll have the link ready and everything, and I'll just download it.
Interesting. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I actually plan on doing this with every Equestria Girls soundtrack. I mean, granted, they're probably not going to be as long because they're like, 6 tracks long. Rainbow Rocks was just a rare exception. And I still plan on doing a single video for Friendship Through the Ages.
Don't you need to do one for the Christmas movie? I mean, the Christmas album?
Yeah, that's actually another special I'd like to do for either this winter, or maybe it's kind of a joke next summer for winter in July.
It's a dumb joke.
We actually do something like that in New York, or we used to. I don't know if you guys did it in Pittsburgh, but it doesn't seem like it.
I never lived in Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania, whatever.
There's a difference.
Well, Pittsburgh's in Pennsylvania.
Kind of.
Kinda. It's in that state, dude.
Maybe. It might be the capital.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
Harrisburg. That's a Web Soup joke, actually. There was an old show. If you ever seen Tosh.0, then you've seen Web Soup. It's just basically the same thing, except it's based all on vids on the internet. It's no longer a thing because G4 is not a thing anymore. And this girl went on an interview for this guy in Harrisburg that specializes in making vids of him getting kicked in the nuts. And
was he that guy who wore the orange fro wig?
I don't know. His name was Horse. And it opens up with this small jingle with the person about to interview him, and it goes up with Harrisburg. It's a city in Pennsylvania. I think it's the capital, Harrisburg. And then it just goes to the interview because all it just showed was images of ghetto stuff. Like there was an upside down stop sign, a boarded up building. I wanted that to be my ringtone at one point, but I never got the chance to download it.
Well, one thing that you're going to have to download for your phone at some point. It's Aqua Teen related.
Definitely.
You knew it was coming, people.
Yeah, I know. We already spoke about Dana Snyder, so I guess that kind of what I'm doing, so I guess that kind of counts.
But in one of my Aqua Teen DVDs, there's actually a special feature called Dumb Down Your Smartphone, where you actually can play a recording of an inbox message from one of the characters. And my personal favorite was, "Hello, this is Master Shake. The people you've called are home, but they're not going to pick up because they don't like you. So at the beep, get a clue. You Nimrod." Another was Carl going, "Hey, this is Carl. New Jersey rules, you backwoods ass creep. Goodbye." Another was from Meat Walrus. Says, "Leave your name, your number, your age, your address, your favorite burger, your favorite boy band."
Were the Aqua Teens ever teens? Not really. I mean, Shake was pushing on 40.
What's his name? Ezekiel was 4,000 years old.
Well, he wasn't an Aqua Teen.
We all thought he was Shake's bastard at one point.
Yeah, but he wasn't an Aqua Teen.
Oh, please, wait, did I see this right in here? Please tell me I did. Where is it? Come on.
I think Meatwad was technically the teenager. Despite him being 55.
Okay, no. At first I thought I saw something in this book that said Ed, and Eddie, but no, I didn't. If I say, "Tony, you want to explain something to me here?" Yeah, but speaking of trauma, the guy who kicked me off set, if you actually see some of the, I'm not gonna say his name, but I will give you a clue on something here about what he looks like. He has a Prince Albert. I'll let you Google that one and see for yourself.
Am I gonna get in trouble if I Google it?
Trouble how?
I don't know. I'm not gonna Google it. I'm busy with. Shit! I hate placing the eyes.
It's essentially a cock piercing.
How would you know this, Justin?
Because I watch stand-up comedy.
So, what? Like, what?
It was a Robin Williams joke. He goes, "Now for those playing the home game, this is called a Prince Albert." And also, my sister's ex-boyfriend used to have one.
How?
I don't know why you want a piercing that goes through the whole of the head and out the side.
Like, dude, I'm actually kind of serious. How the hell do you know this about these people?
Well, I was watching the special features, and they were showing audition footage, and there was him in his naked glory, and he had one. And my point is, I'm not afraid of someone who has a Prince Albert.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking at just when I removed that one set of sunset shimmers eye, she looks like a fish. Okay, so
it's like, this stuff's good.
There we go, right there.
It's a taco.
The eyes aren't even even. I gotta even them out. There's another one for the Facebook page. And there's another one for the Twitter. This guy put a giant.
Why is it, what's with the thought bubble? What the hell am I holding? How is that funny?
That was just I don't know. She just I didn't have her eyes on when it was on it. She was looking like this. So I wrote that there. Now it's just even more hilarious. Something I gotta work on now. I gotta work on making her eyes move because Steve's eyes actually do move in the scene.
You actually gave her derpy eyes.
I know. I just said I gotta fix the eyes. It's like hard.
Or else it's muffin time.
Are you taking her name as well? That's her new canonical name, so sort of in the toy world. As you can tell, I'm not an artist, so yeah. I was at SuperCon. Great Mewtwo said.
Or I might switch the topic. So
what the hell?
Something just opened. There we go. Something just opened up my computer. That's
Great
all.
Mewtwo said, "I was at SuperCon yesterday. No one cosplayed an emoji from the Emoji Movie." Good to hear.
Yeah,
We already did eyes on it.
Yeah.
We already gave her a rant on the Emoji Movie, so, you know. Yeah, I gotta give her fucking eyebrows. Oops. Anyway, yeah, we gave her a rant on the Emoji Movie that Patrick Stewart was the only good thing in that movie. And he was just shit. That's what he was.
And he has only like 4 lines, too.
So what, he was basically like the Abe Vigoda and Good Burger kind of character? Which I'm going to take a shot in the dark you actually liked.
Good Burger?
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't watched it in years. I mean, there was a discussion asking, has it won cult status? Like, I don't know.
God, everybody in the comment section is giving me Szechuan sauce jokes because Sunset Shimmer looks like friggin' Rick from Rick and Morty. Even Jason was able to point out, and he's not even a fan of that show.
I still need to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see the season premiere tonight because everybody wants me to do Driftwood, so I have to do that. Which
It's your fault.
Well,
it's all your fault.
Well, you know, everybody's gonna be leaving because, like, I like Rick and Morty. I love it. Higgins got me addicted to it when we were at Gala 3. That was the last time we. That was the one Gala 3. That was one of the nights when we were considering firing Cameron, and we did. No, I don't want to.
Fathering Cameron?
What?
Wait, you were fathering Cameron?
No,
we said?
No, that was one of the nights we were considering that we were gonna fire Cameron.
Oh. I thought you said fathering, like, you know, like a baby or something.
No. Granted, he's really fat, but you know.
Oh, here's something a little funny that happened at the con. I see someone cosplaying as The Rock from Moana.
Big Maui.
Yeah. Maui, that's it?
Big Maui, I believe it is.
Yeah. And he looked like our friend Kuma. So I go, hey, Kuma! And he turns around, hey, what's going on, buddy? And
was it him?
No, but the guy went along with it anyway. And I'm like, see all his tattoos? He's like, dude, like, I didn't know you had tattoos. He's like, oh yeah, these are mine. Like, I never knew you had these. And he goes, well, my name is Brian.
Wait, what did Nicholas Morana say here? I can't wait for it's gonna be like the Food Fight review episode all over again. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. The Emoji Movie. Sorry, I missed the comment here. He wants to know if the Nostalgia Critic will do a review of it.
It wouldn't surprise me.
There we go. There's Sunset.
Let's see here. I think you need a better sentence in there.
I don't know, it was just for funs and giggles. I'm just gonna get rid of it. So now I gotta make the... Oh, I'm not done yet. I gotta make the eyes. I gotta get rid of those pupils and get the eyes down.
Now, in some pony news, Evan finally saw the final Equestria Girls short.
Oh yeah, I did see that. It was okay.
He finally saw Mirror Magic. Yay!
Yeah, just because you told me to see it, I wasn't opposed to seeing it. When did I say I was opposed to seeing it?
Never. My point is that you finally got around to it.
Yeah. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was... I didn't know what to think of it, honestly. I thought it was just weird.
Well, it was certainly great seeing Sunset and Starlight Glimmer together.
Yeah, glad to see she was able to adapt faster than Twilight.
The only part that kind of freaked me out was seeing Juniper Montage grow, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, right.
Number one, just, you know, an innocent girl, for one. But two, because I don't care who you are, I don't care how old you are. Whenever you see a woman grow that tall, everyone, especially every guy, is going to have one thought in their head.
What was the character's name again?
Juniper Montage.
Okay, let me see if I can look up a picture of her real quick because there was something I wanted to look at something. Montage. I get it. Okay, let me see. For montage in her. I know. When I saw the image of her, she didn't even... I'm not going to show her what she looks like because I think she looked absolutely fucking ridiculous. But, like...
She looked average to me.
I don't know. I just found it weird that people were just saying that, but, like... She looks kind of like a scaled-down version of friggin'... What was the name of the villain from the last movie? Friggin'... Gaia Everfree? Like
not even the same color palette, dude.
Well, the hair looks similar. I'm looking at 2 side-to-side pictures of her, and they actually do have the same hair colors.
Well, let's see. Pull it up. Let me see it.
Okay, so spoilers, by the way, if anybody has not seen the recent one. Okay, here's a down picture of Gaia Everfree, and here's a picture of her. That's
not seeing anything. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there's her hair, and there was hers.
The only thing they have in common is that stripe. That's it, dude.
I know. That's what I saw. I know. That's why I was seeing a scaled down version. I mean, her hair. I mean, you know, it's just how my brain works. I bet I could basically define that by this image right here. Honestly, that's just how my brain works. And just show this image. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was just okay. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was just whatever. Like, I'm not opposed to seeing Starlight Glimmer in there. I mean, like, she was okay. So it was kind of weird seeing that Twilight would just leave her there despite her being in a different world and everything like that. Spoilers, by the way. Sorry. Another thing that was weird was that, like, it still doesn't make any sense, though.
What do you mean?
Sunset Shimmer says the line, "I haven't seen another Starlight walking around the area." Why is that? Why is that not? Why is that a true? Like, why is that a thing? Like,
because they don't know what's going to happen if the two of them were to meet.
Yeah, but that's not the point I'm making is, like, that's still something we haven't got an answer for. Where the hell is the Sunset Shimmer human version?
Maybe there isn't one. They never said that there's a human counterpart to every pony. They never said that.
I don't know. Maybe she's the human version of Sunset Shimmer. And maybe she was just... You said in the comic book they did address her childhood? Despite some slight continuity errors we agreed on?
No, they just kind of showed what she was like as Celestia's student. That was it.
Did they ever specify who her parents were or where she came from?
Not exactly. They said in the Christmas special comic they did that she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. That was about it.
You know, it'll be kind of an interesting twist.
What's that?
Well, you know how in the first Equestria Girls movie that she just comes through the mirror with no explanation of how she got through whatsoever?
Wait, say that again?
You know in the first Equestria movie where she just when she just comes through the mirror to get the crown from Twilight and just, like, there's no explanation as to how she was able to get through? I mean, like, there's the moon thing, but, like, it's still not kind of vague.
Actually, they did specify in the book, again, this is why you need to read, Evan, that she was actually already in the Equestria waiting for Twilight to arrive. And if you guys are wondering how come security never caught her, because she actually, again, they state in the book that security there is actually pretty bad. And the cartoons have definitely hinted at that.
Yeah, I know that, but, like, what I'm asking is, does it explain how she got through the mirror? Like, specifically, how she got through the mirror.
She walked through.
How was she, like, or better yet, how she was able to piece together that the portal would open on a certain night during a moon.
There's no... sorry, the dogs are going off and I can't think straight.
Because they specified in the movie that the portal will open if, on, like, a certain night during, like, a full moon or something like that.
And there's no reason why. Who the heck keeps contacting me? There's no reason that she wouldn't know that at all.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure Celestia wouldn't tell her that because she wouldn't want her to come back after what happened.
I'll have to reread the book, but I'm pretty sure because I know she did in fact banish her.
If you banish someone, I'm guaranteeing saying, "Oh yeah, you can come back anytime when the full moonlight there," which is weird because I was actually in the shower and I actually had this weird theory. What if Sunset was actually originally from the human world and brought to Equestria, and that her pony self got her back in the world for a reason? You think that's? I mean, think about this for a second. Think about this. What if Celestia knew the sirens were in the human world, and she needed some, and she wanted to like have someone in the human world to like watch, to like train and in case the sirens were to make a move or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I would not put past her.
So because, she would.
Dude, I will answer you. I wouldn't put it past her because they hinted that in I think it was season 4 or 5 where Spike said on the train, well, didn't Celestia back off so that you could actually learn? And so now things have been circulating that perhaps she knew these events were coming and didn't do anything so that Twilight could figure it out.
Well, think about that. Twilight didn't really figure anything out. Sunset was essentially the one that saved the day. So
what I mean is throughout the history, or not history, just throughout the show itself. Not what happened that day, but through seasons 1 through 3.
What?
Through seasons 1 through 3, dude.
No, repeat. Yeah, I need you to repeat that. Actually, I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying.
I'm about ready to say you need to close that fucking program if you want to actually...
No, I'm hearing you. I just had a hard time piecing it together. You just were saying it faster than me to comprehend.
Okay, Celestia backed off so that Twilight could actually figure things out on her own, as in all the events that happened between seasons 1 through 3. Or even 4, for that matter, because I think Glimmer came in at season 5 when she saved the Crystal Palace.
She saved the Crystal Palace. What episode was that?
Because the beginning of season 5, when she actually reconnected with Sunburst.
Was she the one that saved the Crystal Palace, or I thought that was the baby, wasn't it?
No, the baby's the one who destroyed the heart, dude. But she's the one who basically kind of snaps Sunburst back into, for lack of a better word, his old self. So that he could actually help put things back together.
The comment section, I'm sorry to interrupt you here, the comment section is actually asking me more about what that theory was I was just explaining. Because I actually wasn't finished there.
You need to take a piss. You go ahead and explain the theory.
Yeah, but if you're not here, you won't be able to object to it and argue with me.
You even really want me to?
Yeah. I mean, people like it when we argue. We're like the Gene Siskel and Robert Ebert of things.
You see how much he's begging for it, people? He just needs me so much. But, no, go ahead.
Anyway, like, imagine just like she was brought from the human world in case something were to happen, because bear in mind, Celestia didn't obviously predict Sunset Shimmer would be able to get back. Think about that. In the episode, she basically does hint that she didn't know Sunset Shimmer was coming back. She banished her for a reason and moved on to Twilight for something. But my guess is maybe she was originally from the human world, and because she knew the Dazzlings would probably make a move or something like that, and she wanted just some backup plan in case something happens. Things didn't go... I haven't formulated this theory well, but basically she brought her to Equestria to teach her magic, but it was at a younger age or something like that. That's why she hasn't really gotten anything about her parents or anything like that. I know it's answered that she didn't have a good relationship, but it's just you know what I mean. right?
Yeah.
Like, so she brought her to Equestria to kind of like learn magic, but something may have went wrong. Like, again, this is kind of like still being formulated. But yeah, she brought her there so that way she could train to learn how to use magic in case the Dazzlings came by. But Celestia never told her this because she didn't want the pressure on her or something like that. And the reason she came back was because her pony self somehow got her back in. That's how she was able to figure out how to use the mirror. Like, imagine her pony self coming through the... Sunset obviously knew where the portal was, but she didn't know how it worked. Imagine if her pony self was the one that helped her, that led her back inside.
Okay, but here's one thing though, Evan.
I know there's holes in it, but... Sorry.
There's no wrong to use the mirror. You just walk right through it. That's it.
No, there's a certain time of a period where you can where it'll close and open. It's explained.
And there's a possible way she just figured it out. Like she just heard Celestia talk. That's it.
That's still.
Because here's the thing, people.
That still wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it would.
Because, like I said, if she was banished, Celestia would probably not be able to tell her how the portal worked.
And there's no reason why she just can't keep coming back and just try. Because here's what I'm getting at here. This may seem kind of odd, but when people get sent to prison, try to make an escape, it can take months, if not years, to actually fully break out. So if someone like, inmates can, keep trying through trial and error or just keep going at it until something gives, no reason she couldn't.
Comment section seems to be siding between more towards me, apparently. She's saying it's a good theory if you thought it over, but maybe.
Well, seriously, think about it. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys actually watched MythBusters, but they were testing a Alcatraz escape theory, or myth, I should say, about how these people, 3 different people, escaped from Alcatraz Island, and it definitely took a long time. Okay, these people actually had to carve out, a hole behind, in a cement wall, and they used they made a cardboard grill essentially to make it look like some sort of an air vent. And as months went on, they kept collecting rain jackets from the prison and made their own special glue to kind of hold it all together, inflate it, and leave the island. There's no reason why someone like Sunset can just keep going.
Sorry, one person actually did comment there saying, you may be right, but it still is a good explanation for why a second Sunset Shimmer has not been seen yet.
I'm talking about the mirror and walking through it. I'm not saying anything about a second Sunset Shimmer, and I need a costume.
God, I'm almost debating whether or not I should actually do the Driftwood reading tonight because everybody's going to be out there watching Rick and Morty.
Ask the people.
You guys told me to do the Driftwood reading, or what? When does Rick and Morty come on tonight? I know I'm going to miss it, but I think they're watching it right now. I'm still looking, man. I have to see what time the show is doing it. I just want to know what time it's coming on. It's just gonna be the April 1st thing. What's today, the 30th?
What?
What's today, the 3rd? Never mind.
It's the 30th, yes.
Let's see here. 11:30 p.m. So yeah, I think I might as well just do the Driftwood reading. I don't care. Anyway, we'll read it, I guess. Oh my god, fucking Rick and Morty. I love the show, but why?
Well, you got 30 minutes until you're reading.
Yeah, why not? You don't. I mean, you tried doing it once, but you didn't even. But you know, you didn't really like it.
I still haven't even had dinner yet, dude.
I know. Not blaming you or anything like that.
Today was also the release of 3 new shorts too, by the way. They're called the Equestria Girls Summertime Shorts, and they're basically they go back to the first Equestria Girls movie. And they're not 22 minutes long. They seem to be like just, a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. Like, in full honesty, the Equestria Girls shorts have not really done anything for me, honestly. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, they just haven't gotten me clicked. That's why.
You know why? Because you're distracted.
No, I'm not distracted. I watched all the marathonly on one of my days off, and I was looking forward to it, but then when I saw it, I'm like, this is basic. I feel like I think it was because during that period of Cartoon Network when they were like doing Canadian shows, there was this one show called 16 that came out. You ever heard of that show?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah, and I felt like I was watching an episode of that show, only it was in like different areas and there was just magic. Is that fair to say?
Not really, no.
What? That's what I'm seeing it at. Well, it's my critique. Either way, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying I didn't hate it or anything like that. It's just so much that I just didn't click like me with the regular show.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that 16 was nothing like this.
Well, obviously, but what I'm trying to say is that just like it just felt like it had the same like some regular teen drama cartoon or something like that. Not necessarily that being a bad thing. Like I said, it wasn't bad, but I just didn't click with me.
Okay, but you actually had to throw a cliched Canadian cartoon at it, dude? Really?
It was the only comparison I had.
You're starting to lose your imagination.
I'm not losing my imagination. Look at... Can you see what I am making right now?
Yes, you are making Sunset Shimmer go blind.
She looks like she's possessed.
She actually looks like she did in the bloopers for Legend of Everfree, where Pinky's like, you know you want to.
I never saw
and she just grabs Pinky's arms and her eyes go white.
I can remember that scene. I have to see Legend of Everfree again. Like, I haven't seen it in a while. Like,
because you're all distracted.
Well, I'm busy.
And when I say that, I mean, like, with work. You got work to do.
Well, yeah, it's obligations I gotta fill, man. Considering that you're kind of the cause of it, considering you made me do your video. No, I don't say that in a mean way, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he does. Yes, Smokey, it's good to see you too.
Fuck it.
That's my black kitty. My ganja cat.
Your ganja cat?
Yes, because Smokey, we got her at a smoke shop.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
you told me that.
Oh, my kitty. Yes, I know she is rather fat. I still love her. She's adorable. What I find so funny about my cats is Sombra is the male and acts rather feminine. Smokey here, on the other hand, is a girl and acts way more butch.
So both your cats are gay.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, if they're gay, I don't care, but you know, it's like...
Again, I wouldn't know. I've never seen them fuck.
What, your cats?
Yeah.
Well, there's a sign, I guess.
Not really, they're both fixed.
Maybe. I don't know. If there's anything I learned from the 50-year-old virgin, I guess that you could work some way. I don't know. God, I'm Still tired from yesterday.
What exactly did you guys do anyway?
Okay, so I arrived at his place around like 1 o'clock. I met him. Joey was already there, still waking up because he can only take long car rides at night because his car fries. But like, first we went to Mango's for like 3.5 hours. We went there, got some food, like saw some shows, and then we gotta get out of this thing here. What's up? Sorry, it's just hilarious. Anyway, we went to Mango's and then we decided to. That's not what I wanted. Hello again. We went to. Maybe I should just use those eyes. Nah. Why is she dressed like Shadow the Hedgehog? We then left there around like 8:30, like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which then led to us going to this video game bar in downtown Orlando called Joysticks, and hello, and afterwards we just went back to his place and did some karaoke, and by the time we got back it was like midnight and I didn't leave until like 1:30.
At first I thought you guys were, I saw the pictures, now I didn't scroll through them, but at first I thought you guys were at some sort of a Blue Man Group show. There
was a Blue Man Group-esque show-esque. I did see the Blue Man Group while Michelle was down.
Oh really? How was that?
It was good. I basically had the same reaction that everybody has when they watch the Blue Man Group.
Which is?
They don't know. It's awesome. They like what they see, but they don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah. There's really not. That's like a common critique for the Blue Man Group. They're cool, but like, there's literally nobody knows what the hell they're doing and why they're doing it and what the hell is going on.
Well, the only thing I really know about the Blue Man Group is that if they actually speak while they're in, their get-up, they will be fired.
Yeah, I heard about that. Hell, we actually had to be part of the show at one point, and I didn't even realize it.
Okay, yeah.
This guy. We were sitting towards the middle row, and they were like, hey, there's 2 open seats in the front if you guys want to join in. Like, there's gonna be a certain scene here. We have to do it though to make sure no one's here. And my girlfriend knew what was coming because she saw the show before. And when we go there, they're about to go to the row, and next thing you know, as we're walking there, this alarm goes off in the middle thing and says latecomers arriving, and then they just have the spotlight on us walking to our seats with this song in the background going, you're late, you should have been here 20 minutes ago, you're late. And I'm like, my girlfriend, I'm like, did you know that was going to happen? She's like, yeah, I saw it in the show. I'm like, fuck. But the best part...
your girlfriend embarrassed you.
Not really. I mean, like, the guy, they did a good job doing it, but, like, the thing was, the best thing about the Blue Man Group show was that, everybody in the audience is going to be involved, because, like, there's one point where they just walk out in the middle of the audience, like, literally, and they just look at you and just do stuff. It's really cool. Like, at the end, you have a dance party, you bounce around the giant volleyballs. It's really cool.
Well, I'm curious to see it. I do know that the one in Orlando, the domestic show, they offer a VIP package for like $200 where they actually give you a tour of their stage and their setup.
I don't remember that, but like all I know is that it was expensive as hell. My girlfriend actually bought the tickets for me. Oh, that's cool. I like her as Samus Aran. That's pretty cool.
Now, did you say that was your first time seeing them, or at least this show?
Why is she toast? Yes, it was. Check it out, Sunset Shimmer's toast.
Potato Shimmer!
And now you've officially killed it. That's gonna be my new background image. But like, yeah, like it was an interesting setup. It really was. And it was a good time.
Glad you two had fun, and I'm so glad I got to meet her too.
Yeah, I know. Her dad is considering. Yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Her dad is. This isn't going to happen, so don't make a big deal about this. But her dad is thinking about selling their beach house to get a place in Cocoa Beach. If they do that, it would be perfect.
How far is that from Orlando?
An hour and a half, 2 hours. I just gotta get a better car.
So it might be down by me.
I don't know. I don't know where Cocoa Beach is. It's like on the complete. I think it's like on the East Coast, like the far East Coast.
Okay, I'll be curious to see what happens.
Sadly, sadly as creepy as this image is, these are the exact eyes I need.
Let me see. Okay, this looks so familiar. Where have I seen this image before?
I think it was her pressing her hands against the portal when she realized it was closed or something. But like, yeah. Okay, so
Florida SuperCon was definitely a lot of fun.
That's, yeah,
I'm actually glad that we didn't spend the entire day there. I wanted to get back home to do the stream here. Talk to those of you who actually give a shit.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and to finally get Hoof Rock done, because there's just one last thing I need to. Because you were talking to me about it before, but
yeah,
I need
like,
to ask,
do you want me to
the beta to get an idea with what you were talking about?
Like, the one thing I know is that the one thing that I know is that I got down there. I just had to, like, you put down there saying, granted, there are some instrumentations, but it's namely in the vocals or something like that. I want to know whether you wanted me to keep that in there or something like that.
Well, yeah, because the point, people, that I was trying to make it for Shine Like Rainbows is that despite the instrumentation, it does come off like an a cappella song, because it's all about the vocals. There is instrumentation, but it's minimal at best.
By the way, the word you were looking for, I'm just going to put this out here, I believe the words you were looking for during that situation was instrumentals.
Yeah, didn't I say that?
No, you said instrumentation.
Well, they both mean the same thing, don't they?
Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if that's even a word. That's my problem. Is it?
Well, let's find out. For me.
Ugh. God, that fucking face.
Apparently that is a word.
What does it mean?
Yes.
If it is what you said, what you were trying to say, then it was just. Can we just agree that was kind of like dumb luck right there?
No, because I've heard it before.
You know, God damn it.
Yeah, there you go, Ed.
Instrumental's a piece of usually non-classical music performed solely by instruments and no vocals. Damn. But I think the way you said it called for the word instrumentals. I think that's what I meant to say, or something like that. Like now we know it's a word, but the way you sound it sounded like it should have been replaced with instrumentals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, and the one thing that was at the con that I couldn't help but gush over, there was actually a adopt a kitty or puppy area.
Oh, really? And what did you bring back?
Neither. I donated.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I donated to them. Anybody who knows me knows that I am, in fact, a sucker for cats. I don't hate dogs. By any means, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, you now know what his kryptonite is.
No, that's the point. But just with cats, they're calm, cool, collective, and quiet. And dogs are very loud. They can be obnoxious. You all think, like you've seen, like the comparison between cats and dogs videos on YouTube. Let me tell you something. Dogs can be the exact same way. The difference is they can be just as big as you, or at least, like half the size of you, I should say. Hey, you. Because believe me, it's not just a cat that will want to sit in your lap while you're reading the paper or anything like that. A dog will do it too.
I hear that. It's just dogs are a lot more heavier, that's the problem.
Hey, Smokey. Say hello to the people. Yeah, who's my good girl? Funny story. The last session I had with Peter New, my voice coach, Smokey actually walks into the frame. Like, he's seen Sombra, and I warned him that Sombra is quite the attention whore. And so he was expecting Sombra, but then suddenly here comes Smokey here, and it's like, yeah, this is the other one. This is Smokey. It's like, always at the worst times, huh? Yep. No pun intended.
Sure.
But then so as soon as this little lady sneaks onto my lap, like maybe 5 minutes later, I see someone actually sneaking into the room, his room. I do know that he lives in an apartment. Because he said on his Facebook page he just recently moved into a new one. But I don't know if this was like maybe a living room, a bedroom, I don't know. But someone basically snuck in, and as we were talking, it's like, yeah, see, my problem is that someone just snuck into the room. And he turns around like, oh, that's my daughter. And tells her that, hey, I'm in the middle of a lesson, we need, this will have to wait. And as she was leaving, I go, bye, little New.
I know he was a father.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I know he has a girlfriend, but I didn't know he was a straight-on father.
You knew he had a what?
I knew he had a girlfriend, but like...
Who he actually recently married, too, by the way.
Oh, nice. Congratulations to him.
It was that woman that he brought with him to the gala.
Yeah.
The daughter, though, was from a previous marriage or relationship. I don't know if he ever tied a knot with her mother. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
But he is definitely married to the woman, as I said, that he brought with her to the gala. Very nice woman, if you guys ever get a chance to meet her. And I'm trying to remember how it came about. He was saying he was telling me something that him and his wife did. I said, oh, the one you brought to the gala, and he showed me the wedding ring. Yeah, he's married now. Congratulations to him. So, granted, I don't know how long ago it was, but either way, congrats, Peter. And his newest short, Soggy Flakes, won some kind of an award, so congratulations for that, too. He's actually going to be appearing in California soon, where he's going to be, I wouldn't say debuting, but at least showing the short that I showed you, The Woodman.
Yeah, The Woodman, I remember that. That was okay.
Yeah, for those of you who are kind of curious, basically he took the story of Pinocchio and kind of took it in a different direction, like Pinocchio as an adult. And I'm not going to spoil it, but out of I got a DVD of all 6 shorts they had at this festival, and his hands down was the best. Mainly because in terms of production value, everything else there was basically stuff that was basically shot on location, like stuff that I know already exists in real life. If you actually see a picture of his set, he plays the Pinocchio character, and his nose is essentially so long it's kind of entangled throughout his apartment. So it was a lot of fun to look at, plus all the other sets they had. So and plus a lot of the other short films were basically like how should I say this? You could say metaphors, but they kind of gave they were like commentaries for stuff that was happening in the news at the time, which to me was lazy writing. You basically took a story that was already existed and just tried to say, everyone, how dare we? You guys didn't really write anything. In my opinion, The Woodman was the only film that actually not only had good production, but also wrote an actual story. And I showed it to Evan. He thought it was cool, and he even pointed out a certain interior shot that was the inside of the whale.
What? When did I do that?
when the scene with him and Geppetto.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've seen it. That's why.
Yeah. It was from the Crazy Eights Film Festival. You might be able to purchase the DVD if you Google it. I don't know how he plans to distribute this, because I don't know much about the world of shorts. I don't. It seems like some people will just put them out on YouTube. Others may want to bring it to the area. I don't know how you get people to purchase it and watch it. I don't know. I don't know much about the world of shorts.
Well, yeah, like, you know, I used to make a couple of shorts there back then when I was in high school, and it's hard stuff. It's hard stuff. I've been wanting to make another one for a long time. I'm thinking about talking to Joey to doing one with him. I might see if he wants to produce one for the channel.
Now, if he produces, then what exactly does that job entitle? Like,
he comes up with the idea and helps basically decide and run the show.
So then what does the director do?
He translates the script to make everything possible. Like, there are many people that are in charge of a regular movie.
Well, just don't get Michael Bay.
Oh man, I hate him. Jason hates him very much. Yeah, poor Mikey.
Well, I don't know if Bay Turtles, as it's now called, is getting a third installment. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. I heard it's not.
Gee, I wonder why. I know the Resident Evil movie series is getting rebooted, which I'm looking forward to, because...
Sup, Blue Psycho Pony, what's up, man? Sorry, the Resident Evil movies are getting another one?
Yeah, they're getting rebooted. They're not getting a new movie, they're getting a new series.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because, which I'm all for. There's no reason why a video game, especially Resident Evil, couldn't translate into a film. And while the series that they released, over these past, 10 years or so, drifted away from the story of Stars and Raccoon City, they, one, at least started out, close to that, and two, most of them were still at least fun to watch. Again, I'm saying most. I will not stand for that last film. But I'm curious to see what they can do this time. And they even released a new CGI film. I can't remember what it's called, but the CGI ones that were made in Japan, but were voiced in American, were pretty good.
I would want to. I will say that. I mean, like, I really want to play the original Resident Evil games. I have not. By that I mean the PS1 version. I don't care what if the acting's bad. I just want to do it.
Why not the remake where it's better?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I like the older PS1 graphics. But I guess if I were to play the new one, it would probably just be namely because of the new features that you couldn't do. Like, I think you can turn better in the new one, from what I've heard.
The graphics are certainly way better.
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing that freaks me out in those games are those fucking giant spiders, and I hate them. That's the one video game enemy I hate more than anything. I hate spiders.
Well, I will put it to you like this. In that game, spiders will be the least of your worries.
Oh yeah, there's those mutant dudes that run all over the place. There's the friggin' Zambos.
The shark?
Oh yeah, there's a shark in there that comes out of the water and gets the crap out of you, I believe.
I thought it was actually kind of cool. I mean, like, it wasn't really a zombie shark. It was more of a mutation.
That's what the thing is. It's not they're like just people. Again, the zombies are people that got sick. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's my thing. They're like, I don't feel infected people are considered zombies. I feel like they're just people that just got sick and just entered a ravenous state. I mean, sure, maybe it could kill you from the inside and then affect your brain. I guess maybe that might count. I think I just countered my argument.
maybe it's best not to dive too deep.
Yeah.
Are you going to get started here on Driftwood?
No. Oh yeah, it's the final 5. What do you got to say for the final 5 moments?
Be on the lookout for Hoof Rock, Rainbow Rocks coming hopefully within the next day or so. And I'm hoping I can come up and see you soon, Evan, because it's been too long.
I know. If I ever had the chance and the time, I would definitely let you over, but I don't know when I'll have the chance or time. I am a busy boy.
He really just doesn't like me anymore.
I didn't say that. Gosh,
Anyway,
just one of those guys that meant to make it difficult to me. Anyway, go on.
It was a good convention day. Glad I was able to get you Dana Snyder's autograph.
Can't wait to get it.
Yep. Nice good framed and all because it's literally just a sheet of paper. It's like not some gloss photo. It's literally just paper. And hopefully we might have one more surprise for you guys within the next day, within like maybe a week or so, involving Shake.
We'll see.
All right. So, guys, take care. We'll see you. Well, I will at least see you next Sunday.
Let me just save the eyes here and make things beautifuler more than they should be because the eyes of Sunset Shimmer. Is it raining outside? Fuck, where did that come from? Might as well exit out of this one because I'm not going to use it. I might as well get rid of what was that? Oh, taco. Forgot about that. I'm not going to save the taco, but I would like to save taco for leftover, and I like the tacos. Tacos are good. Tacos are delicious. Taco. Is that like a taco pocket? Does that sound delicious to you?
Pocket.
Taco pocket. Alright, I guess that's it there. Okay, guys, I guess feel free to stay around there if Rick and Morty hasn't gotten to you yet. Saying bye for Driftwood. Thank you for joining with us today. Bye.
Take care. Goodbye.
Hey, Cruiser. Oh, that sucks. He's gone. I'm not gonna call him back. Hold on, I gotta check my email. Oh, look at that. CellSpec sent me her lot. Well, kind of. Stand by for Driftwood. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, stand by for Driftwood. We'll be beginning in a couple of moments. Just loading up the Steam right now. Meantime, enjoy this fabulous image as well as this kick-ass music that Higgins wrote. damn it, I hate when this thing has to load so much. Come on, man, come on. I hate when you have to wait this long. Come on. There we go. Where's my face cam? What? Wait, what happened with that? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Welcome back to Driftwood, everybody. A.K.A. the novel that makes me want to fucking kill myself. Because, you know, people like this for some reason. But, you know, you want it, I got it, I guess why not? Higgins is not here, so fuck him. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was here because of what's-his-face, guy in white. Okay, let me see there. Today was uneventful. Was rather uneventful. Thankfully, I don't even remember what the hell was going on. I didn't get the best sleep last night, and well, I don't feel at all too great today. Mostly because of Michaela's text, but at least a lot of people who seemed to notice that didn't bother me too much, which was thoughtful of them. Oh my god, now the memories are starting to come back here. There, of course, was the occasional greeting or introduction, but no one really piqued my interest too much. Mr. Mallard even... Oh my god. Where the fuck... Go away. Thank you. Mr. Mallard even seemed to give me a break. He didn't really bother me during our study period. With the last class of the day coming to an end, I have this rather empty feeling that I want to do in my free time. There wasn't much homework assigned today, too. And if it is fairly easy and mundane, aside from the paper I used to work with Ellen. Oh, it's Elric. What did I give? Oh yeah, Elric's the, shit. Hey man, you doing anything? You doing anything? Oh my god, is he finally gonna ask me out? Come on, Elric, give me some love. Apparently I've been staring out the window for the past few minutes, and Elric has caught my aloofness, whatever that means. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out. You seemed a little too quiet today. Elric taps his finger against his chin and trying to figure out what is wrong with me. I'm looking at the JPEG of Bush outside. What else would I be doing? Ugh. Lunch gave you an upset stomach? It was a little too spicy for me. Thanks for the info. No, I'm alright, just thinking a lot. Oh, homesick or something already? Not really. I scoff at the idea of going back to Boston, though, through this brain-numbing days of my old school. I don't want to go near my dad, who just keeps calling me Metal Gear. Metal Gear. God, I miss Higgins. Well, you want to hang? I'd be down to chill, but I need to go talk with Ellen about the project. Cool, I'll go get my noose. Oh, right. He paused for a moment, reaching up and rubbing his back of the neck as if thinking over the situation. Good luck, bro. I'll talk to you later. Very glad that was in the movie. I mean, the book. Very good. Very good. I wish you could see that there. Hello, fence. After packing up all my things and heading out, I find Kyrie waiting outside the front of the school. It's a little hard to get close enough to speak with her due to the flood of people and parents coming in and out of the building, but eventually I'm able to call out to get her attention. Oh, fuck, what was the voice I gave her? What was this girl's... I forgot what this girl's name was, but I like her sweater. Hey. Hey, Kyrie, didn't mean to take so long. Kyrie offers me a dismissive wave and her casual laid back. Yeah, that's definitely a wave there. That's definitely a wave. Really strikes me as strange, but for someone her type. Maybe it's just the glasses. Then again, she wasn't wearing a uniform today either. It's alright. So I talked with Ellen about the three of us working on the project. Oh wait, no, she was oh yeah, she was the shy girl, wasn't she? She was the shy girl. Or was Ellen the shy girl? I know I gave her Fluttershy's voice. Oh well. Kylie's report actually adds up a bit. The sprig step by step the same. Awesome here. I was worried she might not want to talk about it out of class. Kyrie chuckles and shakes her head. I know it's probably frustrating to get her to speak up over class in the background noises. She does have a very soft voice. Yeah, that was the shy girl. I forgot about that. She's cute, don't you think? I guess. Kyrie smirks my hesitation before looking towards the pathway leading to the dorms and then towards me. Want to go to the dorms and have some fun with my beautiful robot sex? Ugh. You got everything you need to do or need to pick up anything? I'm good. I got it in my bag already. Kyrie gives a nod and turns, making her way down the pathway towards the dorm and suddenly explodes! Hello, Vince. Having been silent, Kyrie pipes up again. We approach the elaborate wall that surrounds the pathway to the dorm. She immediately turned her hand into a laser cannon and went pew, 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 pew. Hi. So most dorms, schools don't usually allow people to hang out and around other genders' dorms, but the school's so laid back that the facility really doesn't care. I think it's mostly that they can really enforce it just because the budget of the school has. I see, makes sense. I guess what it comes down to is that the facility of the school trusts the kids enough to know that they won't go around engaging in shenanigans. Rules are meant to be broken and crimes will be committed if there aren't rules. Very informative indeed. I really am glad that was in there. I really am. Again, another round of applause. Oh my god. This is not hot at all. I think a good deal of teenage mischief is just because kids want to defy the man. Yeah, sure, that's one reason. The other half is human nature. I suppose everyone's jacked up on hormones and from puberty and what? I thought that said the Domino's. Let's go get some pizza. Ignore the big mountain we have to climb in the background. Go away. That's how I've always looked at it, at least. I've never really been a troublemaker. After the routine walk back and fro, that means the same. That's the same thing. That means this back and to and fro means to and back. Shit, fucking. It begins! I've become accustomed to. I left in awe, stepping inside the dorms. It felt like walking into a parallel universe. The buildings are perfectly all the same, but they have subtly vague differences, mostly the color of the walls. Hey-oh, it's spread. I forget, the other one was pink, or was it orange? Was it orange or purple? I can't remember. I can't remember this at all. Kyrie leads me to the direction I would usually take to get to my own room, but by fluke chance it ends up that we have the same room number. Huh? I'm the same room in the other dorm. Kyrie blinks a little and chuckles, amused by the coincidence. Really now? What are the chances? Does the female version Matt live next door? Oh yeah, Matt's the friggin' guy with the white shirt. I point towards the door across from the hall where I suspect the gender-bent equivalent of Matt resides. Oh, please don't. Want to meet? Oh, fuck no! 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 I'm done. God damn my fucking curiosity! Fine. Fucking Matt, give me my goddamn fucking. Please give me an option. Kyrie grins from ear to ear and then seems something entertained by my comparison. Well, sure, I guess. Oh my god, why do I do this to entertain everybody? I feel like I'm gonna suffer if I have to see a female version of this again. She had better be hot. Yeah, come on, it'll be fun. Going out of my way to meet someone isn't really part of my plan to get this paper done if Kyrie insists. Kyrie reaches over, giving the door a few gentle knocks. Nothing. No one responds to the knocking but the first few moments. But eventually the door cracks open. Oh, hello. How are you? Passing up from the door is a familiar green-haired girl with dark hair who peers curiously at me and then towards Kyrie, a small smile forming on her lips. Kyrie was pulling my leg, it seems. Ellen is certainly no mad equivalent. Oh, it's the shy girl. Yeah. Hey, Ellen, are you ready to start working? The usually nervous girl gives a small nod, looking at me and speaking on her soft-spoken tone, only to nervously peer back towards Kyrie as if for assurance.
We're still going to work on the music history, right?
I offer a reassuring smile, hope she'd believe me. That's the plan, unless you don't want to. In that case, go home. Why, I'm home. Shit, that joke backfired. Fuck! She beams back, an excited little smile coming from her face at the prospect.
I'd I'd like to, yes.
Kyrie grins and gives Ellen a gentle pat on the head. Just nails her down like a hammer. There you go. You are a robot. I know you've been taking notes since you've been talking about lately. Go get them and join Marcus and me in my room, okay? 3-way mode activated.
Okay.
She nods again and disappears behind the door. Kyrie redirects her attention back to her room as I follow. Oh, look at that. She owns the Xbox 430. And that's a very phallic-looking poster right there. It's Warrior versus the Big Dick. Wait, is that Dio? Is that fucking Dio? That's Final Fantasy, I believe, but I think that's Dio there. Wait, hold on. Hold that thought. I need to... I got a guy for this. He's not there. Damn it, Higgins. Oh well, let's continue. She has a desk and drawers, night table, low on which is commonly part of the floor doors. Atop the desk, she has a desktop computer and a TV that's set up with her table. You've got quite the setup here. God, she's smaller than the bed. Kyrie moves over to her computer desk, lazily flopping down the chair that spins ever so slightly as she sits. She scoots towards the table in the middle of the room. Yeah, I like to indulge in my habits. Excuse me. Help me set the room up a bit. I give Kyrie a nod, helping her shift the room around a little so we have a table to work on. Ellen comes into Kyrie's room with a small folder, holding it tightly to her chest. She is worried that someone would steal it or try to read it. So I'm guessing this giant bulge here is this folder. I wonder, you look like Kiki in jeans. And also, I'm pretty sure your jeans are on backwards, sweetie. Like it was a secret diary or something like that. She quickly takes a seat on the table and setting down the folder just before shuffling in her sweatshirt. As if she has an itch, or is just antsy. I feel kind of bad. She's probably uncomfortable with having to be around anyone out of class, let alone working with them. Then again, she may just be socially slow. I guess only Kyrie, really knows, since she's apparently talks to Ellen.
Definitely just gonna say here, yeah, most likely a couple.
If it goes that route, I wouldn't have a problem with it. There has to be one. There has to be one gay couple in this thing. Okay, moving on. Look at me. There's a spider on that wall. I gotta kill it. Do you see it? She's like going all like, you focus on your work. And she's just not even doing anything. She's just going on the computer looking up forums. What is with your arm there, lady? What, are you guys seeing this? Where does her arm connect? What is that? That can't be her arm. It looks like a giant reverse penis. Oh wait, no, there are things on the keyboard, but it's still low. It's like, wait, maybe I should like, God, she's got like the Robert Axelrod look of doing stuff. God. Trade. Oh, it's StarCraft. Okay, what am I thinking? Freaking Final Fantasy. Shall I have this dance to this beautiful piano music in the background, my lady? She hesitantly looks at me for a moment, unsure of what I meant, so I gesture towards the folder on the table. Ugh. Her eyes follow my gesture and she nods in approval, pushing the folder halfway across the table before reaching for her notes I offer. I'd be making that face too if she made that smiling noise. Oh god, go back to looking at the fish on the thing. Kyrie looks between the two of us with a joint of laughter. Why not explain the notes in person so you have a better idea of what the other is saying? That was the whole idea of this, right? I blink at the idea and look towards Ellen. She looks mildly unamused by Kyrie's statement. She then pulled out a machine gun and started blowing her to bits. All the gears and oil were spilling outside the floor. God, look at me doing that whole freaking... Anyway, moving on. What would you prefer? Ellen struggles to me this confused, hopeless look. Her jaw drops ever so slightly as she struggles to figure out what to say that would best fit her interests. She looks down, pouting at the fact that the whole situation is now revolving around her now. I don't think me asking what she wanted was a good idea, or even shifting my attention in her direction that was too smart. But I don't want to be the only one making decisions, so as a complication that must be resolved, at least for this paper. I'm cool with whatever you want. It's not a big deal. Oh my god, I've been away from this so long that I don't even remember what the hell is going on right now. Something about a report on music theory. I don't fucking know. Her eyes shift towards me, looking relieved, but about the fact her choice wasn't going to upset or change anyone's plans.
I think I'd like to just read over what we have.
To ourselves?
Yeah.
God, I like seeing my face. It's like I'm seeing behind the scenes work. I'm reading the script there, and I'm just giving my reaction to this. He does look like me. I'm gonna give you that. I mean, here, let's do a quick face comparison. Wait, I gotta just go right here, right there. There you go. Have fun with that. Back in the corner for me.
Yeah.
Carrie slumps out of her seat and gives Ellen a disapproving look before grunting out. Ellen! This quickly changes Ellen's mind. She squeaks out of her soft-spoken voice like a mouse that just stepped out into a track.
I mean, we can talk about it if you want.
Want me to start? I like that face. I don't think jumping back and forth between Kyrie and Ellen giving Ellen a hard time and my... Oh, shit, no. I don't think jumping back and forth between Kyrie and giving Ellen a hard time and my accepting the fact that she might not want to really talk is going to work. So I might as well get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Kyrie just watches from a distance then, a little smirk having its way across her face before she turns to look at her computer. At the very least, go back to having your little typing dick. She has a computer typing dick. That's what I'm concluding, by the way. At the very least, having Kyrie close by seems like close enough to keep Ellen from bolting out of the room or shuddering like crazy. Kyrie may just be the antidote for Ellen's antsy personality when it comes down to it. So I have to thank her for the help, even if it seems like she's not being much use. Regardless of this thesis, we're here to work, not fix Ellen's social issues. So I figured if we have a few main topic ideas, I'm cool with any of them, so it's up to you if you want, but here's the ones I came up with. So my first idea was the history of music during the 1980s and the 90s, with rappers who portrayed the low-income, oppressed, and drug-trafficked life. Mostly the West Coast and how they've influenced artists in their time. Ellen seems pretty unresponsive to that one. I don't blame her. She probably doesn't listen to rap music at all. I know someone who does. Unless it's MC Chris, of course. I mean, that's the only rapper I like. I figure we can check off the ones you're not interested in, so not that one. No to that one.
You mean like Easy or E or NWA?
What?
Nothing.
I'm not sure what's more surprising, the fact that she knew some of the artists I was referencing, or the fact that she may listen to it. I coughed to clear my throat. You listen to rap? Oh dear. Her green eyes gaze at me for a long moment before she giggles softly. a bit of a blush forming on her cheeks. This time, I'm more so out of embarrassment than just plain shyness. Her eyes dart away and she tries to explain herself. Well, she's trying to grab that hand, man.
Well, I don't listen to it, but to understand music, you have to get a good taste of all of it. Even if it doesn't fit your taste, you should at least try to see what the message and spirit is that the artist is trying to portray.
Cool, character development. I love it. I love it very much.
Even if the message is a little silly.
Ellen pauses for a moment before speaking in a very hushed tone, reciting a song she knew.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jacking the bitches, slapping the hoes.
You are the reason that's just reminding me why I don't listen to rap. Exception of NC Crafts, he's awesome. Ellen takes a deep breath and goes silent again, having shown more personality than that one lyrical sentence that she had entirely of knowing her thus far. I can't help but laugh, which only makes her blink and look worried, as if I was laughing at her in a negative way.
Well, what's so funny?
Hi. She may not be completely helpless, but not that I really thought that would be the case to begin with. But I had my doubts. So you listen to that genre? It takes her a second, but she does open her mouth again, casting off embarrassment from the rapping aloud.
Of course, every genre has different roots. They all make up the...
She pauses a moment and pouts, as if embarrassed by where she was going with that sentence.
Well, they all make up what I like to call the tree. The tree is an artistic taste, the reason for us to make music. Or to paint. So each genre is a root or a branch to the basis of what we like in art, why we enjoy it, and to understand the tree as a whole.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but honestly, I like this girl. I really do. I'm not even kidding here, people. I actually think this is the only likable character we're gonna have. Thank you, Marcus. You got the good thing. Marcus got the good partner, huh? We have to learn how the roots or branches work and how they connect with the overall picture. Ellen nods, happy to see that I get the idea. She really looks happy. I mean, like, oh dear. I never thought of it like that, but you're right.
But I'm not really a fan of it. Personally, I think Kyrie likes it, though.
I glance over to Kyrie, who raises an eyebrow at us. She grins, catching up on the conversation in her head. Don't quote me, boy, 'cause I ain't said shit. Oh my god. Kyrie's tones reminds me of Matt. Nope, she's a robot. Which makes me grin. Kyrie and Matt were perhaps the real separated twins. We take the next few minutes to talk over various topics revolving around the different genres: rock, pop, country, dubstep, or EDM, and other outlawing branches like Zeph or K-pop. God, why did Justin leave? Ellen ends up knowing all about every single one, but doesn't show very much interest in them, answering the simple sures, shakes her head. I only have one more gesture written in my notes, and I have a slight idea about. Oh, genre. Well, how about classical or orchestral? Ellen immediately smiles, and I like how she knew this one would come up. Eventually, she'd been waiting.
Okay.
Aside from her enthusiasm and excitement, the answer okay doesn't really answer my question. Any suggestions as to why we could do with what we could do with classical music, honey? My eyes are killing me. Maybe I should put on some sunglasses to help my eyes a little bit. Stare at my monitor a lot. There we go, baby. Look at me. I'm that guy in the white. I think his name was Matt. I don't remember. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, gotta go back to the... There we go. Ellen gently pushes her notes across the table towards me. This time, Kyrie isn't paying attention. I nod and read through what she's written, giving her a break from having to speak. To my surprise, almost all of her notes have been to do with classical, and most of them are much better concepts of topics than the ones I've come up with. I smile at her and circle one of the best options in her notes and pass it back to her. She peeks down and sees which I picked, and immediately a small smile of approval grows on her face, and she looks rather content with my choice. I'm relieved it appears that Ellen has her shit together compared to me. Still feel out of place. Sorry. And the schoolwork here, but I'll get better in time. Hold on, I got a message I gotta respond to. I gotta set my alarm. Sorry about that, people. This is embarrassing. Yeah, I got like 30 more minutes of this, and else we got. See what we've got.
Okay.
Awesome, thanks, Ellen. Ellen nods and takes her folder and stands up. She pauses and looks at me for a second or so, and then scurries out of Kyrie's room.
Bye.
I like her. I stand up slowly and recollect my thoughts before pacing over to look over Kyrie's shoulder, watching her as she types up a storm. She stops, suddenly spinning her chair to face me. Her lips curled into a content grin. See, that wasn't too hard, was it? It was difficult. It was way too difficult for me to handle, man. Sorry, I'm replying to a message real quick. Okay, going on. I'm actually surprised how much she spoke. She really likes music. It's the only thing she actually cares to talk about. I have some trouble talking to her about anything else sometimes. Huh? We share a smile of solidarity. Kyrie looks into my pockets, reaching over to grab a fancy cell phone on her desk. Say, do you have a phone? I should add you to my contacts. Yeah, I do. I pulled my phone out, only to blink at the message that was still there glaring up at me. How are things? Frustrated, I make the effort of opening the message and closing it so the message isn't labeled as unread. Kyrie retinkers with a few options on her phone before handing it over to me. Put your number in the new contact. I add my number and label myself as Marcus before handing it back to her. Within a few seconds, my phone buzzes and I get a new text message from an unknown number. I add the number as Kyrie to my contacts and stuff my phone back in my pocket without another thought. I look towards Kyrie and at the computer and over my shoulder. Am I going to get laid by this thing? Is this a sex robot? I'll send you some people's contacts later. What the fuck? Ask, lady. I mean, you don't have the judgment of doing that. You have to ask. Cool. I really appreciate that. No problem. Kyrie reaches up and offers me her fist again, which I bump in return. This time, she retracts and wiggles her fingers in a playful manner. Great. Not only is she a robot, she's also Baymax. Balalala. Sheer sight of her fingers wiggling makes me laugh a little, and she grins at me. I've never seen that one before. It's pretty sweat. Oh my god. You haven't seen... You haven't seen... It's like a common thing, man. God, I'm already getting pissed off. Evan's getting upset, baby. It's pretty swag, huh? Ugh. Swag? You talk like Matt a bit. Or is Matt talking like me? Oh, wait, she's the... Or is Matt talking like me? Fair point, I wouldn't know. Haven't been here long enough. She nods her head and leans back into the chair. She's peering at me with a self-justified look, fingers tapping against her legs. Anyways, any questions before I kick you out with my rocket boots? She shares a look I think over what I really want to know. Yo, fuck. I don't have that big of an audience to help me out here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't have that big of an audience. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Somebody help me, please. I don't know. Why is Ellen shy? What's with the computer? Maybe she's in love with Ellen. Maybe she's in love with the computer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Someone help me. I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask my Oh, God. Oh, God. Sorry, I was just checking everything there. Okay. Whether or not it's rude, I'm trapped. I'm tempted beyond belief to ask about Ellen. I have a feeling she's more than just bashful. Ellen's shyness, is it caused by something aside from crowds of people?
Oh, she's giving me the looks, man. This robot girl is gonna kick my ass. She is a robot. She has blue eyes, blue eyes, blue eyes, blue eyes, blue eyes. Okay, here we go. She raises her eyebrows very slightly at my interest in her, but she doesn't seem nearly as enthralled as I do. What do you mean? Well, are there other causes, like, I don't know, bad parenting, low self-esteem, some kind of mental disorder? Kyrie immediately scoffs, crossing her arms, and gives me an aggravated look. Just kick me out, please. Ellen's not retarded. Social incompetence and mental disorders are not the same. I quickly wave my hands, trying to swat away the subject. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I failed to come up with anything more than justify asking the question, and the two of us fall silent, just looking at one another. Kyrie eventually shrugs, her eyes trailing towards the door and hallway, thinking more deeply about what I suggested. I think I just lost her number at this point. I've never really thought about it, but she hasn't been diagnosed or told me anything like that. I take a deep breath, finally finding the right words to describe what I'm getting at. I just think it's a little strange that she's so high-strung and, well, awkward, but just then she seemed really comfortable talking about music. Kyrie taps her chin, making her look like some scientist in contemplating the mysteries of the universe. Ooh, she's a curious robot. Okay. Ellen is unique in her own way, just like you and I. Regular. Human. Girl. So I'll just go with the concept that Ellen is unique in her own way, as Kyrie said, just like me, except she's a robot, obviously, you know. Kyrie nods slightly and crosses her arms, clearly not going into any more depth with what I had asked. I take a deep breath and let out a long sigh. I just hope everything we can carry on the conversation that's more than just yes and okays. It took me a long while, just so be patient, she'll grow on you. What do you do in your spare time? Just talk? She counts her fingers and she thinks of things they do together that are worth mentioning. Sorry, that sigh took a lot out of my breath. Oh, shit. No, go back. Okay. Oh, well, we do plenty of things. Watch TV, anime, play video. Watch TV and anime are the same I don't even know where this takes place. I don't even know where this fucking takes place. Wait, was it Japan? I don't remember. I think it's actually explained. I didn't forget it, because I remember my uncle was Christopher Walken, and you know what, I just gotta continue. Watch TV and anime, it's the same damn thing. Toonami. They watch Toonami. Play video games, occasionally listen to her play music. We just hang out, she plays music. Kyrie's shoulders lift faintly to another shrug before she raises each arms over her head and yawns. I should get going soon, not to mention Ellen actually playing music and not just having a keen liking of it. Piques my interest in the dark-haired girl outside. What instrument does Ellen play? Piano. She tried a few others, but she's best at the keys. Is it me, or is it like, oh, that explains the piano in the background. She's the one that's friggin' playing the piano in the background this whole time. She was doing it with her mind in the other room. Why is your neck a warp pipe? A pianist. I'm sorry, a penis. Now that makes sense. Why would that's the oldest trick of the well, it makes sense. Why would she want to do now that makes sense why she would want to do the project regarding classical genre now. Cool, I have to talk to her about it at some point. Maybe next time I'll go get a listen. I smile towards Kyrie at the idea, and she seems to agree, nodding her head enthusiastically. Maybe. I look around the room one final time and turn to leave. I don't want to overstay my welcome. Alright, well, I think I'm going to head back. Thanks for helping out today, Kyrie. I grab my things and offer her a small wave as I stride to the door with a hint of an accomplished aftertaste settling in my mood. Sitting in the same room doesn't take much effort. She teases, making me feel a little less indebted by her asking for her assistance today. Still, I appreciate it. I'll see ya. Have a good one, human. What? What? Fellow human. Oh my god. It's a group of voices. I hear what I think is a group of voices. I know best. Oh boy. Shh. I think if we move quietly past them, I'm pretty sure we won't bump into who we think we're gonna bump into. Ah! Oh god, it's Elric. Before I can turn the corner into the dining area of the dorms, I find Elric, who is on his way out with a soda in hand, bumping into me, nearly falling over. Wow, close one. He stumbles back, catching his balance before grinning slyly. Sure. As if feeling special for his quick reaction. Lucky I didn't fall onto you, otherwise I would have creamed all over you. Did I just predict this guy? He raises a can of cream soda before judging my side and laughing at this own juvenile perverted joke. Damn it, that was so close. I kind of feel upset that I didn't call it. I'm actually kind of feeling upset. What do you know? Good luck with the paper, brah. Oh, there he goes. Oh, hey, hello, lady. Oh, I forgot, what was this girl's name? Oh, yeah. She hands off, leaving me to find Yuko, who is standing in the middle of the hall. Shit, what was the voice I gave this girl? Hey, yo. Oh. Wait. Okay. Hey, you. She has an abnormally happy look on her face. To see me. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. She bounces forward from her heels, and I can't help but notice her body strain against the fabric of her uniform when she leans closer. Uncomfortably close, really. Are you coming to my family's party next Friday after the Harvest Festival? I'm invited? Yuko glivels a bit childishly and offers me a pamphlet, almost waving the paper around like a wand before letting me have it. Of course, everyone's invited, sexy. I see, I'm sure I'll be around. I glance down towards the pamphlet, using it as something to distract me from how tight-fitting Yuko's uniform is today. She may be that I'm just noticing it more that I've gotten into the hang of how school works and I'm not distracted by every little thing the person does walk by. Believe that. A hotel? My father's. This girl's gonna be my mate. I wouldn't be surprised. Look at her, she's gorgeous. Why not? How nice, beautiful. I don't care about her. Now I'm just realizing she's rich. Now that I think about it, I've seen the commercials for hotels with the name Beaumont. I keep my thoughts to myself, though, and then just smile at Yuko. I don't have a way to get there, but I'd love to join you. Oh, that's no problem. I'll get sure to get you an escort. What the fuck? An escort? How formal. I don't need a suit or anything, do I? Yes, you do. You need the ace of spades. Nope, you could do some come straighten your uniform if you'd like. It turns me on very much, Marcus. Although it is later at night, so there is really no reason to do that. I give her a small nod and stuff the brochure into my pocket. No, don't stuff it in your pocket, you fucking asshole! I'll be there then. Awesome. By the way. She prolongs the word way, which puts me on edge as if going to the party had been a trap the whole time and there's some sort of catch. My number's on the pamphlet, so feel free to say hi or ask any more questions, alright? The slightest suspicion this girl is coming on to me. I silently sigh out of relief and offer Yuko a nod of appreciation. Alright, thanks, appreciate it. Great, I'll see you tomorrow then. She slips by, giving me and my arm another playful squeeze, and that makes me tighten every muscle in my body. Ciao. Goodbye. See you. She departs outside, leaving me with a nervous blush on my face. I really don't understand girls at all. Me neither. I don't understand any of the girls in this game. Hell, at least I didn't run into him. With a bit of excitement dancing around my head at the idea of going to a party at a hotel that probably is the equivalent of 4 or 5 stars, getting my daily work done proves to be easy. I'm even able to bust out a good bit of research for the group paper for Ellen without any halt from my enthusiasm. Wait, someone sent me another message. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. Letting the satisfying feeling of hot water streaming against my frame beguile me into what the But as always, the showers, warm waters, and eerie sounds causes my mind to be wrecked with thoughts. It's been about a day since I've received Michaela's text. Part of me is compelled to reply, but another part of me wants to toss the whole thing and ignore it. I'm gonna get hit by the Mexican samurai squad. Either that or I go about telling her that I prefer not to talk to her anymore because of what happened. But now that I think of it, speaking with Michaela on the phone wouldn't be half bad, but I still have my doubts on how that would work. I turn the water off, staring at the wall for a few seconds, and an answer doesn't come. So I slip out of the shower and get dressed in my sleeping clothes. Once I'm finished dressing, I find my phone and sit down on my desk, and I give it a strong look, deciding whether or not I wanted to deal with Michaela right now or just keep ignoring her. Seconds turn into minutes, and I'm left hopelessly glaring at the screen of the menu, as if staring at it intentionally will give me the answer I need. I reach to grab it again, forcing myself to come to a verdict, but the sudden sound of it vibrating against my desk nearly makes me fall back in my chair. I recompose myself and see the phone has an— oh my god, just check your goddamn inbox! It's Michaela again, but this time it looks more substantial than just how are things? What could she possibly want now? Hey, I'm sorry for everything that happened, and well, in reality I just wanted to see if you were okay. I haven't spoken to you since the end of school. Please give me a call or a text at least, just to know you're still alive. The sight of typed words leaves me with a little bit of a strange feeling. I'm half overcome with joy and just the last things of decency to come up with something a little more humane than how are things. But I'm also a little melancholy about the fact that she seems worried about me and I've been ignoring her. 'Cause you are a dick. You're a big, fat, meaty, juicy dick. Not that I'm not implying I do that, but you know. It was like a punch in the gut to lean back in the seat, letting the injury soak to my body. A few more minutes pass, so I pick up the phone, texting her back with something simple that will at least delay the urgency of the conversation the two of us should have. I'm alive, sorry it's been busy, can we talk on Sunday? I wait for a few seconds and get a relaxingly calm reply. Okay, talk to you then. Prospect of talking about Michaela, about her relationship and letting it die, or perhaps continuing on as friends, a bit reassuring. Compare just trying to forget about her, as well as ignoring the fact that I nearly risked my life for someone who has dropped contact with me. I think I like this new outcome best. It emphasizes on I think. Okay, I think I'm going to stop it here because you know, I want to take a break here. My throat is getting huge, and it's not easy to do it with other people, so that's a good place to stop. So, yeah, thank you for another reading of Driftwood tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully next week we'll get some more things that'll piss me off even more. Ugh! Keep an eye out for an upcoming pony parody that I'm making. Remember to stay awesome and stop smelling flowers. Oh my god, I want to stop reading this badly.